Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nuggets Incorporated, live from the West Wing and Hold My Nuggets studios for our second divisional matchup of the day, as the Philadelphia Eagles host the New York Football Giants in an NFC matchup in our second battle after we saw the Kansas City Chiefs take care of business and showcase their free real estate over the Jacksonville Jaguars. But who walks away supreme with a trip to the NFC Championship? The Eagles looking to return for the first time since the 2017 season. The Giants looking to return for the first time since 2011. Who wins tonight in your 2022 played in 2023 NFL Divisional game highlight commentary? How is it going, y'all? How's it going? First and foremost, if you guys have not already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use the promo code Adonis if you haven't already. They will match your deposit up to $100 on the app. Moreover, make sure you participate in the pick'em, because earlier today, I won myself just a little bit of money, okay? Because I won $100 large. You want to know how I happened to get it done? First and foremost, take a look at my picks. I got Travis Kelce, who went absolutely off, like I told you he would. 98 yards. Kadarius Toney had 5 receptions to Marvin Jones 1. Captain Kirk had more yardage than Marquez Valdez Scantling. Zay Jones came through for me over Boo Boo Juju Sistusta. And then, of course, because they expected Travis Etienne to go off, luckily enough, they did give me, I believe it was 59 yards straight out the gate with Trevor Lawrence. And lo and behold, he did get me more yardage there. So with that being the case, I won myself $100, but unfortunately I fell short in another category where, when they had the boost, I could have messed around and won big, but unfortunately things did not go in my favor. I did mess around and get Kelce, but Patrick Mahomes did not throw that additional touchdown. If he did not get hurt, perhaps we could have saw that, but it is what it is. Trevor Lawrence ultimately having Agnew fumble at the inside the 5-yard line ultimately cost me possibly getting a lock there, but I ain't tripping. A win is a win one way or another, and tonight we've got quite the slotted picks here on Underdog Fantasy. So first and foremost, before we go down the list and say hello to the individuals in the building, we got our first parlay for tonight's game. Devontae Smith over 67 yards. Jalen Hurts under 305. Danny Dimes under 267. Jake Elliott making 2 field goals. Darius Slayton getting under 45 yards receiving. Now this one over here is a throwaway because I'm playing with house money. I won $100. So since that's the case, this one's a throwaway. You never know what's going to happen. God damn it. Devontae Smith already got a 41-yard reception. What is happening? The Eagles are off to a magnificent start already. Good Lord. They trying to, how many points do we think the Eagles are going to put up today? Maybe they might put up
27.
27.
27.
27.
27
27 27 27 27
17
27
27
27
27.
27.
27
27
27
27
27
27
27
27
That's a lot of 27s. But one way or another. off to a magnificent start already. Is in my favorite number, not so much. Broken Brother Ball for 5 on said, mad props to the Jags for what they managed to accomplish. Also, do I have to add, fuck the Bronx? Ain't that the truth? Always fuck the Bronx. That is always a thing. We will always say fuck the Bronx. Across the board, we shall always say fuck the Bronx. So, since that's the case, never forget that. Nathaniel put $6.99 on it. Says, sac passe, my bloody. Big fan from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Shout out to my Zoes. Well, hello there. Shout out to my Zoes indeed. So that is also that is always magnificent. Big shout out to my Zoes. And let's go down the list. Say hello to the individuals in the building. Now, Noah, what is going on? Noah, how is it going, Noah? Classic Man Q, what is going on? How is it going? Oh, I gotta refresh it. God damn it, I gotta refresh it because ain't nothing working over here. Come on now. Why is ESPN the way ESPN is? Why does ESPN operate the way ESPN does? Always gives you problems. Thank you. Now I think it fixed itself. Hold on, wait, give me a second. I didn't think we was gonna be in this situation where this joint don't want to play ball. But Jalen Hurts already 52 yards through the air. Good Lord, they are marching down the field like it's nobody's business. All right, did it fix itself? I do not think so. Let me go and maybe if I go to the box. What's in the box? Oh, look at Jalen Hurts trying to run. He ain't going nowhere. Just bring your dumb ass to the ground. Slide your dumb ass down. Let me just fix this so we can say hello to the people. All right. Okay, so now it has since updated itself. Hopefully, it just, continues to go itself. Nick Patuon said, over under BK commercials. All right, you know what? We will do that because I don't, I think we did a game on Fox before, so I'm not too sure, but we shall do the over under on BK commercials. I'm going to go ahead and guess 6, so we shall see how it ends up playing on over there. But here we go. I might have to go over to Fox to make sure it could go in. Oh, no, it updated itself. Yeah, it updated itself, and then after the next play, it should update itself again. If it does not, then I shall be concerned. 2nd and 11, Hurts looking left. He's going to run, pick up about 5. All right, is it going to update itself? I would hope that it does. If it does not, then damn it, we're going to have to keep doing the – No, it's updating itself now. Perfect. All right, so it's working. Broken Brother Ball for 5 on said because ESPN is like the Bronx trash always. Now, let's go down the list. Noah, Muhammad, K-Dub. M4K, Malone, Doctor's Assistant, Randy Squared, Valorian, So Chill Steve, Michael, YRN Quan, what's going on? JJ, Kiara, Nick, Jeff Reviews in the building, Ant White, John Papi, Rude Boy, Megan, how's it going? CTS_Z, Token Black Guy, the KC Sports Nerd, Black Freakazoid, Peyton in the building, Lily Lindo, Tay, Tony Montana, D-Lo. Oh, wait a minute. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles are on the board, and Dallas Goddard finds pay dirt for the score, and Philly scores very, very easily here to open up the game. Jalen Hurts looking towards his right, finding his tight end because he likes anal, and Dallas Goedert with one hand reels it in, goes into the end zone for a score. Touchdown. One hand, catch. A score. Eagles on the board. They score. 6. Extra point coming up. Brett Maher not on the field. I believe in Jake Elliott to score. Here's a kick through the upright. It's 7-0. A score for Dallas Goedert. Eagles on top 7-0. The G-men, there's the G, are trailing 7-0 as the very bizarre-looking white man, Dallas Goedert, finds the end zone for the score. Good Lord. Frank Patuan said Unc Shannon is a drunk uncle at the cookout. Hey, I saw that this morning, and then I was ecstatic that right after I saw it, and I spent about 8 minutes trying to figure out what the hell happened and looking into it, that I saw that they squashed the beef. Because initially, I thought the altercation, which wasn't an altercation, I thought that happened at the end of the game. Because I had went to sleep before I saw the conclusion of the Lakers. Well, I watched a couple of plays in the first quarter, and then I said a couple of plays, couple of possessions in the first quarter, and then I was done with it. So I had no clue when it happened during the game, only to find out it was before halftime, and then ultimately T. Morant and Shannon Sharp came together at the end of I believe it was at the beginning of the fourth quarter. So that's good to see. But one way or another, hey, let me tell you something right now. Shannon would have gave them boys the business. Because that brother done seen some things in his life. Ain't nobody who grow up eating spam and still, regardless of the fact that they making multi millions of dollars, can still talk about, hey man, I still eat spam from time to time. That's a brother you don't want to deal with. That's all I gotta say about that. That's all I got to say about that. And because Philly found the end zone, fly, Eagles, fly on the way to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fuck you, Giants. Now, Joshua, put that on it. Said, yo, what's up? Mr. Chiseled, Adonis. How you doing, my brother? Been a long fan of yours. Love your commentary. Is a perfect mixture of South Park humor and ESPN analytics. Keep on trucking, my brother. Well, first and foremost, Joshua, you've always been showing love. In fact, you've been popping in and out of live streams over the course of the past 2.5 years, so I truly do appreciate you for that. And you've been a constant staple in comment section, so I appreciate you, brother. Much love for that 10. Broken Brother Ball, put 2 on it again. Said, tell us about the weigh-in shenanigans. Oh, boy, man, it was awesome. First and foremost, I think this was the second time that I met Simon Miller, so that was pretty doggone cool. Obviously, me and Sir Wilkins, we are rather cordial with each other, so it's always cool to see him as well. It's very fun atmosphere. People enjoyed themselves. We did a SmackDown watch party first, and then ultimately we got into the shenanigans. They told me, for the press conference, let's set it up in a situation like JR, Stone Cold, The Rock, building up in the locker room, going towards WrestleMania 17. So I had to ask some hard-hitting questions, but I did have a mix-up. And what was the mix-up? The mix-up was I forgot to freaking introduce myself. I was so in the moment, caught up with setting the stage for the questions. I was like, yeah, let's get the crowd hype and everything. I done went straight into questions. I didn't even say, hey, ladies and gentlemen, you already know who I am, but if you don't know, let me get you familiar. I am the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical, individual, the Chiseled Adonis. I done forgot to say all of that shit because I was so caught up in the doggone moment, I didn't even introduce myself. I'm sick. But you live and you learn. You get better every time you go and participate in things like that. So that's going to be fun. Caveman Austin put 2 on and said, am I going live for the Royal Rumble? Yes, I will be going live that Saturday for the Royal Rumble. Luckily enough, it's going to be during Championship Sunday, so there's no reason for me not to go live on that Saturday. No, pardon me. Yes, that will be the case because it is next weekend, so that's going to be great. Yeah, I botched then a motherfucker. So there's that. Bandana put 5 on and said, that's my team. Fly Eagles, baby. Yes, we shall see how things play out. Mahmoud Farhood put 5 on and said, Jags just couldn't keep up. Would have helped if Agnew didn't eat Butterfingers. Yes, indeed. And moreover, if Agnew did not get tripped up. But ultimately, that all happened on the exact same drive. Jacksonville, they looked good. I ain't gonna lie to you, but a piece of me feels like this game would have been a little bit more out of hand if Mahomes had never gotten hurt. But whatever the case may be, Jacksonville showcased a whole lot of resiliency, and they nearly made it interesting down the line. But then those 2 crucial turnovers ultimately cost them. But one way or another, it's not a season that you want to put your head down for. Granted, it's Super Bowl or bust for a lot of different teams, but in Jacksonville, nobody outside of the few of us who actually predicted for them to do well. My prediction was they would come 1 game short of the postseason. But not only did they show up in the postseason, they won the division and won a playoff game. So to the Jags, congratulations. Hey, when Kyle Donovan shows up in the building, I want to see some claps in the chat room for his Jags, man. I want to see some claps for Kyle Donovan in the chat room when he shows up for his Jags. The chain broke, which I mean the chain broke on the goddamn. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it broke. Well, that's different. That's different. The sideline. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's bizarre. You don't see that happen. That doesn't happen often. Yeah, they got to take. Wow, the chain broke. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, somebody getting fired. Somebody getting fired. Somebody getting fired. So there's that. Somebody is getting fired. KO put 2 on said recipe Slick Goku. Yes, indeed. Oh, I believe that is oh, wait a minute. That was that's Reggie's channel. Yeah, he was. Oh no. He ran that channel? No. Damn, that's who it was. Yeah, because I saw Prince Vegeta talk about that on Twitter, and it was going around on Twitter. I didn't know what channel he ran. I knew it was brother named Reggie. I didn't. Oh, wow. I watched a few of this guy's videos, man. Damn. Hey, RIP to Slick Goku, man. Damn. I didn't know it was his channel. Oh, that's devastating. Oh, man. RIP to that brother, man. I didn't know. Yeah, that's a BK commercial. That's one BK commercial. Golly. That's brutal, man. I didn't know. I didn't know it was his channel. Well, rest in peace to him. Good Lord. Mark Jackson, Patuan said, that's old man strength with all due respect. Man, ain't that the truth? Dark Hero, Patuan said, Mahomes is superhuman. Hope he all right. I hope so, too, because that ankle bent inward, and that's never fun. So he's going to be dealing with a whole lot of hot compress, cold compress. And the only thing is that, you know, he got not an infant child at home, if I'm not mistaken. After it passes 1 year old, is it still, it's no longer an infant. So would it be a toddler at 1? What do you call... Is it just baby? I have no clue what the terminology is, but yes, indeed, and also rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. I don't believe I was live. No. I was live afterwards. What happened with Briscoe on Thursday? So I did pay my my condolences, but once more, rest in peace to Jay Briscoe as well. But whatever the case may, it's considered a toddler. Yeah. So I would hope that you know, he doesn't have to do much chasing at home. But granted, when you're at the house, you're no longer the football player, Patrick Mahomes. You're the father and husband, you know, Patrick Mahomes. So since that's the case, he probably might have to. So his ankles is not going to be feeling very good. So we shall see how things play out with that moving forward. Biggest night. Patuan said, yo, Chiseled, what's the update on Hot Mic? Oh, I was actually going to try today, but then I think I might have to attempt again tomorrow because I was watching the game and then ultimately the time frame didn't work, unfortunately. So if anything, tomorrow I got to go for it tomorrow because I know I wanted to do it in the wild card, but things didn't work out. And then today, the plan was to do it for this game, but unfortunately, the timing didn't necessarily work. So tomorrow, I'm going to put all bets on tomorrow to make that happen. So there is that. I see what you did there, Thomas. What he done said, chasing the baby? What do you mean chasing the baby? Why would I need to chase the baby in my own house? That's ludicrous. Me thinks not. You think Mahomes is doing housework? Yes, I did! Took a little bit to find the goddamn clip. But 3rd and 4, Danny Dimes over the middle, got his man, first down. Is that Richie James? Oh, yes, that was Richie James. Kyle Pafavon said, we in here, baby. Duval. What a tough game to watch, but I'm excited for the future. Hey, man. Good on you, brother. I'm happy for your Jags, the performance, and moreover, for fans like yourself, there's another brother named Carl who always sends me snaps of him at Jags games, whatever the case may be. He invited me to a couple of Jags games as well, but obviously I haven't found myself in Florida in some time. But, hey, man. Kudos to your Jags, man. Kudos to your Jags. Ramel in the building. What's going on? Just became a member. Welcome. Welcome. Macho Patuan said donations. Killed it at work. Sold 2 cars. Hey, man. All right. Macho on the come up. Hey. All right. Get 2023 off to a good roll. Get a good roll. Rolling. You love to see it. You love to see it. Jen House said this year is no Cinderella story. If you're going to the Super Bowl, you're going to have to beat the best. Absolutely, you're going to have to beat the best. It's nobody is being given anything. You got to go out there. You got to earn it. You got to earn it across the board. So there was that. Yeah, I said Haitian Pikachu with the electric commentary. If there was a Haitian Pikachu, I ain't going to lie to you, dog. Motherfuckers would be dead. Motherfuckers would be dead. Moreover, Pikachu would be dead. Can't have no electric Pokemon with high blood pressure. It's over. It's fucking over. But here we go. 2nd and 5 right now for the G-Men inside Philadelphia territory. They are in. Got no ability to go ahead and kick field goals, but they don't want to do that. They want 7. Pacheco cost you $200. I'm sorry to hear that. Ant White. So how do you join Discord? Where's the link? Oh, if you are a member on Patreon or on YouTube, you would get immediate access. I usually send in the link every 2-3 weeks, so on and so forth, into the either the community tab or I put it up on Patreon here and there if there are newer members who did not get the welcome email. The only downside is with YouTube, they don't send a welcome email, so I kind of had to do that manually sometimes. Oh, wow. Danny Dimes done slipped down. Oh, watch your footstep. Watch out for that banana. Golly. Well, now I wonder if they're going to kick that long field goal, which they probably should, or do you just want to punt here? It's 4th and 8. It's stupid to go for it. Good Lord. J Nation, Patu said, yo, you heard about the Tennessee police audit? Yes, I did. I actually, that video most likely will end up coming next week because initially I was going to try to do it this weekend, but the timing just won't work. Oh, and by the way, Power Slap or whatever that new promotion. Oh, my God, they're going to go for it on 4th and 8? That's ridiculous. They're going to go for it on 4th and 8. Oh, wow, they're literally going to go for it. Oh, he got a chance here. Somebody, oh, God, throw the ball. Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's incomplete. Yeah, they're going to have to turnover on downs. I can't believe it. That's a 58-yard field goal. We've seen Graham Gano bang it in from 61. Why the hell would you go for it there at the 4? I don't understand. I really don't understand. And then to make matters worse, Jones doesn't even pull the trigger. Why would you do this? It's a turnover on downs. They out there looking like they got vintage Eli Manning at quarterback. But in the playoffs, which is a myth, by the way. They make it so there's a playoff Eli. There is no playoff Eli. It doesn't exist. But one way or another, just take the goddamn points. Let me tell you something right now. If Philadelphia go down the field and score, best believe they're going to be talking about this if the Giants don't make this a game. Their defense has got to shut them down now because it is a short field for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Atlas Marvel for 5 said, can I get a laugh track? My dad thinks Dallas is going to get a ring this year. Your dad thinks what? Does your father live in a pineapple under the sea? What is going on? Perhaps your father been hanging out with individuals that should be cleaning dishes rather than rational, in people who exist on this plane. Your father out here talking about, we them boys, baby. Best believe tomorrow we gonna take care of business. We welcome them. We going into Levi Stadium and we gonna put on our best pair of jeans. But we not gonna wear no Levi. No, we not wearing Levi. We gonna wear some Wrangler. We gonna wear the Red Monkey. We're gonna wear the Dickie. We're gonna wear the Old Navy. And we're gonna go in because we got Dick. We got Dick. Tony Tapapala. Can't forget about Ferguson. And it's Dalton Schultz, C.D. Lamb, Michael Gallup, Noah Brown, Van Der Esch, Micah Parsons, Tank Lawrence, Trevon Diggs. Jason Garrett's going to be watching. He's going to be clapping because he's not coaching with us no more. But Mike McCarthy, Tony Romo on commentary, Troy Aikman on commentary, Skip Bayless, we them boys. We walking into Santa Clara. Challengers, we walking out. Champions, although we got to go and, take care of the NFC Championship and win the Super Bowl. One way or another, we're going to go all the way, and we're going to win 6 rings. That was weird because I can hear it. I could hear it, but I couldn't see it. But evidently, the Atlas Marvel's father done showed up and was talking very weird. Like, I heard a very weird sound, and they were talking about 6 rings in a very distorted kind of voice. I don't know what that deal was, but one way or another, we shall see how things play out. But yes, to answer your question, Jay Nason, yes, I did hear about that Tennessee harlot, and I'm collecting as many memes as I possibly can so I can add it to the video. So that's going to be very interesting. Texas Roadhouse Krabby Patties. Oh, heavens. Mahmoud Farhood said, Giants in the 2000s have beaten the number 1 seed in the divisional playoffs. Indeed, they did. The Giants in 2007, the Cowboys was the number 1 seed. They beat them. And then in the 2000 Giants, I forget who was the number 1 overall seed in the NFC in the 2000 season. But in the 2007 run, they definitely did walk into Dallas and beat Dallas. 2008, they lost to Philly. 2009, they didn't qualify. 2010, I cannot remember what happened for the 2010 Giants. But 2011, they had a home game they played against. They won the division in 2011. They beat Atlanta, Green Bay, San Francisco, and then they beat the Patriots. Water Visual said, I'm curvy. Sir, wait a minute. Hold on. What does that mean? What does that mean? Hold on, wait. Let me roll get my flashlight. So what you talking about? You calling me? You talking about calling me curvy, sir? What do you mean by that? Calling me voluptuous? What's happening here, sir? What kind of show you tuned in for? What's going on over here, brother? What's going on? What is happening here? Tay, Bat Metal put 2 on and said, "Can you smell what Chiseled is cooking?" In fact, I was cooking some HelloFresh earlier today, so that was rather delectable. Yes, you shall see it during next week. But one way or another, there is that. Thomas put 2 on, said, "Much love and respect, Chisel." Yes, indeed, much love and respect. I appreciate you. Darian put 5 on and said, "Had someone try to tell you that they would rather be Eli than Rodgers because 2 rings means he's a winner who gets it done when it's needed." Well, so what does 1 ring mean? 1 ring means fluke? Like it's easy to win Super Bowls? That's absolutely ludicrous. If you were to ask which career would you rather have between Eli Manning and Aaron Rodgers, everybody would say Aaron Rodgers across the board. But Eli beat Brady twice in the Super Bowl. Is Eli considered one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time? No. Eli is probably the greatest average quarterback of all time. He's a perfect 117 and 117. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Magnificent. But Mans legitimately was never the best quarterback to have played in the era that he played. Everybody would take Aaron Rodgers. But what about the token? It's not easy to win. It's very difficult to win. Don't let Tom Brady's, fucking legacy confuse you. It's very difficult to win. Those Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw teams that won all them Super Bowls, it was incredibly hard for them to go and get that. And think about the Hall of Famers on those goddamn rosters to go and get that job done. Think it was easy for Aikman to go and win 3 Super Bowls in 4 years? How the hell you have 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, a dynasty. What the hell happened after then? They won a playoff game in 96 and never again. Until Romo won a goddamn playoff game. It's not easy to win. It is not easy to... Yash done said Rodgers is basically Stafford. Don't you ever. Just for that, I hope Cincinnati gets blown out tomorrow. Don't you dare. This man done said Rodgers is Stafford. You motherfucker, you. You motherfucker, you. Kyrie put 2 on and said, "Look out, Chisel. Dewdrop is behind you." I need Dewdrop to drop herself on top of Yash. This man with your trolling ass, I oughta stab you and penetrate your epidermis with this here Galaxy Note pen. Right into the back of your knee, as Quagmire would say, the 4th hole. What's wrong with you, sir? How dare you? Talik said, "Birthday boy in the motherfucking building." Happy birthday, Talik. Happy birthday. Macho Patuan said, "Thoughts on Bray Wyatt so far?" I have no idea how to feel about it. I want to see where the character goes forward. But right now, no particular opinion. Devontae Smith, touchdown! Philadelphia scores another score. Devontae Smith in the end zone. Score. Touchdown. 6 for the Eagles. They score again. 2 possessions. Jalen Hurts. Devontae Smith. I said Jalen Hurts. Devontae Smith. Batman. I said the Batman. Batman. The Batman. Eagles lead 2 scores to none, and the Giants are probably feeling a little bit stupid after going for it on 4th and 8 at the 40-yard line instead of calling on got no to kick a 58-yard field goal. Philly leads 14-0. Gordy Man put 5 on and said, "Yo, I've been grinding on Twitch, but it's gotten stagnant as far as getting followers. Any tips?" Much love, brother. Well, first and foremost, try to incentivize the followers or the individuals who are viewing for bringing more people in. So if anything, it's sometimes people consider it relatively cheap, but if you set it up in a situation where you create a legitimate community, you make the people who are watching feel as if they are also contributing to what it is that you're doing, they'll feel much more inclined to not only continue to come back, but also bring somebody else over, right? So I would suggest a situation where maybe you could do a giveaway. Maybe you can do fan suggestions. So if you're streaming on Twitch, whether you're playing games or you're doing whatever the case may be, you can have the public dictate what it is that you'll do next. And then set up something like, yo, if you bring somebody else up in here, the next 15 people who give me X or whatever the hell amount of requests, whatever it is, you'll select 5 of the rest of them and then perform on each of those that they go and bring towards you. And you can give that a shot and see how that helps. That is number one thing that I would suggest that you mess around and do. And then also clip up, your stream there on Twitch, start posting it on whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever the case may be, TikTok. Get your stuff out there to try to go and bring more traction to what you got going on. So I wish you all the best. Wish you all the best, Gordy man. And also make sure that podcast, get that out there as well. Joshua, put 5 on, said, yo, Adonis, can you tell me how you seriously feel about my Cowboys tomorrow? Truly, I want to pick the Cowboys to get the W. I really want to pick the Cowboys to get the W. Like legitimately, I have every single day since I did even when I was doing the prediction, I really, really, really want to pick the Cowboys to win. But San Francisco's D-line frightens me. So because that's the case, I think I'll probably go in San Francisco's way. But if Dallas wins this game, I would not be surprised. Truly, I would not be surprised. Water Visual said dance for us. There's a dance? Yuck. Bastard. Gerald put 5 on it. Said 2010 was a year of Deshaun Jackson's TD at the end of the game. Oh, yes, that was. The Miracle in the Meadowlands, Part 2. Darren put 2 on it. Said he views Rodgers' career as a disappointment. See, that's a problem, right? Because it's underachieving, yes. However, would you say the same about Drew Brees? Would you say the same as about Dan Marino? Would you say the same about and mind you, Rodgers has a Super Bowl, so now it's just a matter of, well, he doesn't have more. So since that's the case, it's like, fam, what did you imagine this to be? Because again, you got to contextualize Rodgers' losses in the postseason, right? 2011 series of drops. Everybody under the sun dropped the football in that divisional game against the Giants, right? 2012. It was San Francisco, right? San Francisco got them, I believe, if I remember correctly. Was it 2013? Who got them in 2012? Son of a bitch, I forget. 2013, I think, was San Francisco. 2014 was Seattle in the NFC Championship. 2012, it was 2012 for San Francisco? I forget. It was yeah, because they got smoked in they couldn't stop. I remember that was a game that Kaepernick ran for like 170 something on the ground. Like it was ridiculous. Yeah, it was 2012. So 2013, who the fuck they lost to in 2013? I can't remember. Who did they lose to in 2013? Kaepernick got him in 2012 when they had gotten smoked, right? He ran for like 173 on the ground. Oh, wow, they lost back-to-back years? Well, shit, well, there it is. 2015, he brought them back. 2015, he brought them back. Overtime, they never touched the ball. There's nothing you can do about that. 2016, the defense did not show up against Atlanta. What are you going to do? Oh, my God, pass intercepted. Bradbury with the pick. Oh, Lord in heaven, I should have chose I had Daniel Jones on a turnover on every single goddamn parlay, and I switched it. I am sick. Shit. Damn, I could have. Motherfucker. You lent liquor. Oh, Danny Dimes with an interception. Good Lord. Good Lord. It's not looking good right now for the G-Man because Danny Dimes out here throwing nickels to the defense and he throwing picks, interception, a gift, pick, apple, turnip, pecan, turnip. Got a man. But he plays for the other team. What is he doing? Giving out donations. 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 Donation. Gifts. 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 What is he giving out?
Donations. 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 Gifts. Gifts. Gifts.
Too many doggone gifts. Now, Mark Patoon said, by the way, where did the Tom Brady come from? Well, it just came, it was organically. I mean, we were watching the game, and then for whatever reason, it popped in my head, what if I just said Tom Brady? And then just kind of left it there. So I said, all right, why not? So there is that. Oh, but if you meant the that happened because I coughed, farted, and sneezed at the exact same time when recording the commentary back in 2017. And for whatever reason, the sound that came out was and then I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But then I was already recording, so I said, this sound kind of funny. Let me leave it up in there in the commentary, and here we are 6 years later. Corey Patuan said, fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Distraught Patuan said, should the Eagles keep the Batman persona? Yes, they should. Dwayne Patuan said, when Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes started limping down, yes, it was very scary. But Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes was still able to make it free real estate. Darian Pafavon said he says the same for Breeze and most of Peyton's career, although he makes an exception for Peyton because he loves how cerebral he was. So essentially, what is considered a successful career? Multiple Super Bowls in his eyes? That's a very tough critic. That's a very tough critic. Because for all intents and purposes, if we consider his metric of successful quarterback, then you have Bart Starr, Earl Morrall, Roger Staubach, Bob Greasy, Terry Bradshaw, Jim Plunkett, Joe Montana, Phil Simms. He was behind Hostetler in the game he couldn't play. Simms, Aikman. Can I count Steve Young? But I'd have to count Steve Young because he was a backup regardless, but he did play some games. So Steve Young, Roethlisberger, Elway, Brady, Mannings, and that's it. That would be it, right? Because those are the only starting quarterbacks, legitimate starting quarterbacks, who won multiple Super Bowls. Those are the only ones. Those would be the only ones. That's bizarre. GRO in the building. Put 5 on it. Oh, God damn it. The message just retracted. I done missed it. God damn it. 714 Patano said, what do I think about the Jaguars losing to Kansas City? Vince McMahon said that he was going to give Tony Khan a championship belt if the Jaguars won the Super Bowl. Well, luckily enough, that didn't happen. But for my jealous heart. But what I think about the Jaguars is they got a very, 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 very bright future. No, I said both Mannings. I said Mannings. So I said Mannings. So there is that. But overall, yeah, I think the Jaguars season was a success for all intents and purposes. Now it's a matter of building on top of that because they too, with all the money that they spent on those pieces that they have a very young organization for the most part. But they've got a 4-year window right now with the deals and contracts that they have They've got to build on top of that. I said Roethlisberger, not Big Ben, but I said Roethlisberger. So, yes, I counted him as well. There's Hurts down the field, incomplete. All right, Giants defense needed to stop. They got to stop. Giants defense needed to stop. They got to stop. So there's that. Stacks put 2 on it. Said was dying after the Dr. Umar story on Facebook. Well, there it is. Henry put 10 on it. Says, up, Chiseled, at home, feet kicked up, eating chicken wings, watching the game. Who trying to help Arthur get rid of his one dude in the basement? I don't know what Arthur did, but I know that dude was speaking in French. Hashtag I don't know. Sir, what are you referencing? What's going on here? Did they throw a flag for roughing the kicker? I hope not. Oh, wow, they didn't even get in field goal range. I thought after the pick they could have possibly set up for a field goal. I guess not. Hancho Pateno said, hello, Chisel. How are you, sir? What a start to my Eagles. Oh, by your Eagles. But you are on the edge of your seat. No lead is safe. Let's keep scoring TDs instead of for field goals like the Chargers. Correct. You definitely need more points because you're not in a situation where you can be comfortable. Gerald Patuan said, you forgot Big Ben. I said Roethlisberger. Gerald also put 2 on, said disregard my last. Yes, indeed. But whatever the case may be, here in Hold My Nuggets Incorporated. If you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code Adonis. Let me check on my parlays right now. Let's see where I have things working in my favor. Oh, wow. I almost forgot completely that I had that other parlay that is still going strong. This one is insured. Unfortunately, Mahomes screwed me over, but it's actually I still have a possibility of getting a W, at least for 90 Dura here. I completely forgot about this one. I need Jalen Hurts to get over 285 yards total, but I need him to be under 304. See, that's the beautiful thing about Underdog Fantasy, because usually the closer to the game you get, the higher they put the numbers. So they like to see you wager a little bit early in the week, whatever the case may be. And also keep your eye out for a possible booster, towards the tail end of the week, usually around that Thursday, Friday, period. They usually have a booster that's on there. Unfortunately for me, the booster was Travis Kelce. It worked in my favor, but unfortunately, everybody else did not come through, so that ultimately cost me. Like, for example, right here, it was Patrick Mahomes and Trevor Lawrence who ended up costing me on this booster that could have possibly netted me 600 for 20 Dura, so that would have been magnificent. But I also have this one right here with Jalen Hurts. I need him to go out there and get me some yardage, and then ultimately this is going to carry over to tomorrow. But for the ones that are strictly this game, let me open up the ones that are strictly for this game. I have a $5 right here. I have a 5 for 50 right here. Saquon Barkley getting under 16 carries. That might mess around and work in my favor, given the score right now. I need Daniel Jones to start taking off and running. Last game, he ran the ball like 12 times. Thus far, he hasn't run the ball much. But with them in a desperation passing situation, I expect him to run the football a bit more. Jalen Hurts has to run it into the end zone. Richie James only has 1 catch. I'd like to see it still be like that. And then ultimately, Jake Elliott got to start kicking some doggone field goals. Then, over here, I have Miles Sanders scoring a touchdown, Saquon Barkley scoring a touchdown, Daniel Jones obviously running at least 9 times, Jalen Hurts not throwing the football 31 times, and A.J. Brown getting me at least 75 yards. I'm not feeling too confident on that one in particular. And then last but not least, this one right here with Devontae Smith getting me over 66 yards. Oh, boy, there's a pass over the middle. Of course, that's Richie James. But Jalen Hurts having under 304. Danny Dimes not having a very good game on total yardage. Jake Elliott making a couple of field goals, and then Darius Slayton doing a whole lot of nothing. So I feel confident on that last one, but we shall see how things play out. So if you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code Adonis. Participate in the Pick'em. It is my favorite on the app. I've won now over $2,700 on Underdog Fantasy, and I only started playing up in November. So I would like to see you guys get a W as well. They will match your deposit up to $100 on the Underdog Fantasy app. You put in 5, they'll give you 5. You put in 10, they'll give you 10. You put in 15, they'll give you 15. You put in 100, they'll give you 100. So make sure you download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code Adonis if you haven't already. And last but not least, you let them know I sent you. Now, 4th down, which I think is actually a bad spot. This should be a first down. They're going to set it up 4th and 1. I think this should have been a first down. Did he get? Oh, wow. Yeah, he didn't have possession. Yeah, so he had to regain possession. You know what? Good spot. Good spot. Good spot. Good spot. Marino, what are we talking about here? Bettina said best quarterback to never win a Super Bowl, Dan Marino, without question. Dan Marino, without question. There is no name above Dan Marino. Greatest quarterback to never win a Super Bowl, Dan Marino. And then you could go from Phillip Rivers, and then you could go a bit down, but Dan Marino, without question. Dan Marino with 1 Super Bowl is top 5 all time. When he retired, he was still top 5 without a Super Bowl. He's only getting phased out because he don't have a Super Bowl. And a Super Bowl is a team accomplishment. However, we all know how people view football. So if you're a quarterback, you got to go and get a bit more. So I would say top 3 quarterbacks to never win a Super Bowl, right? Dan Marino, Phillip Rivers, Jim Kelly. Would I put anybody over Jim Kelly and Phillip Rivers for top quarterback? No, not Boomer Esiason. Let's not do that. Kelly, no, you know what? No, because Kelly, I could put Kelly in front of Rivers because Kelly had went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost. Rivers had never made it to a Super Bowl, so I could put Kelly in front. No, Luck, I would not qualify Luck yet. Luck is not better than Rivers. He's not better than Kelly, and moreover, he had a shorter career, so then it's unfair to have him there. Matt Ryan can insert himself into the conversation. Ryan can insert himself into the conversation. Fran Tarkenton can insert himself into the conversation. Fran Tarkenton can insert himself into the conversation. Carpenton can he can, I said Carpenton. Tarkenton can be in the conversation. I'm thinking McNabb. McNabb. I'm thinking MVPs, multiple goddamn championship game appearances. McNabb. Warren Moon. Thank you, Hike. Warren Moon. A lot of guys. Jonathan Pavavon said Jim Kelly's the reason why the Hall of Fame ceremony was expanded. Really? They were trying to get him in first ballot? Interesting. Somebody said Newton. Come on now. Anime. Dolphin put 10 on it. Said only around 35 QBs have ever won a Super Bowl since 1967. So if you need multiple to be considered successful, then you're either a Hall of Fame QB or completely whacked. That logic is crazy. I agree. And that's the difficult thing when people are judging in football, because there's so Tom Brady it's like those who are great set the bar so high that people who are also great and raise the bar, or I should say people who are great who would have raised the bar, can't raise it because somebody's got it all the way up here. Like, understand, when we talk about great quarterbacks, if you don't got 3 Super Bowls now, they might not consider you great. Like, for one, you could be a great quarterback with 1 Super Bowl. Now, it's a situation like, yo, if you ain't win 2, I don't know if your greatness can be solidified. What? Like, it's easy to win the shit up this motherfucker. It's very difficult. Like, a lot of things have to go right. It's not easy, bro. It ain't easy. And LeBron fixing to take that bar and go take what Jordan did. Because here's the thing, right? LeBron, for all intents and purposes, can still play for 3 to 4 more years, really. At a high level, it's really up to how he wants to play. Because if LeBron were to go down from 25, 26, 27 average on a game, right? Go down to 18, but still give you the rebounds and assists, he's still an all-star caliber player. So essentially, LeBron can play basketball as long as the fuck as he wants. So he can set that bar so fucking far. Like, it's crazy. He'll have opportunities to win forever. Forever. As long as he stays in the league. And he talking about he want to take the court with his sons. Plural. So he's got legitimate chances to go ahead and catch Jordan. And here's the funny thing about it. Of course, it would mean more if he's the guy, and wins all of those rings, right? Let's just say Bron becomes like the secondary guy down the, somebody's down. Bron becomes a secondary guy when Mans is like 43 or whatever, and he were to win 2, 3 more championships and he gets to 7. We about to discount his greatness because he got a championship, but he wasn't, MVP in 3 of them? Come on now. There won't be any argument after that. There still won't be any argument after that. Bron is still he's still chasing Kareem, but he's fixing to pass him this year. He's fixing to pass him this year. I was hoping that it could happen. I I was hoping that it could happen in, New York or some shit like that, but it is what it is. But whenever that game is coming up, if it's on the East Coast, I already said I'm going. So there is that. Almighty put 5 on it, said, I wish players like Larry, JJ, T.O. would have at least had one ring before leaving. Yeah, me too. I agree too. Biggest Night put 5 on it, said, Henry, you need to be stopped. Chiseled, bring out the blade of Levi and send a scout regiment. Found Zeke starting to rumbling. Hey, shit, I might as well. Zeke somewhere in Dallas right now, but I might just have to pay that brother a visit. And then after I chop him up with the blade of Levi, I'll grab that, and then with the blade of Roronoa Zoro. Fun fact, I kind of went crazy. I got like 2 more katanas, but we ain't talking about that right now. But somebody gonna be dealt with. That's all I gotta say about that. Terrell put 5 on it. Said, where does Naruto Shippuden rank in my anime all-time list? I just want to know. I actually have them at 5, and it could get phased to 6 because Death Note is my favorite anime of all time, and I have them at 1 because I love those thinking animes. But really, One Piece can always leap to 1. But I have Death Note at 1, One Piece at 2, Dragon Ball Z at 3, and then 4. I always had Guilty Crown there, because I loved Guilty Crown, but unfortunately, I think Guilty Crown would have to slide out of my top 5. Loved Code Geass. Absolutely loved Code Geass, but I don't think I could leave that there in the 5 in front of Naruto. Konosuba is always funny, but I wouldn't put it as a top 5 anime. But Attack on Titan and My Hero, I think, in my opinion, I know it, to older anime fans sound crazy, but I would have them both in front of Naruto. And really, I think I'd have to put Attack on Titan because emotionally, there are very few anime that can get me fucking like, oh my God, Attack on Titan's freaking crazy, bro. So I'd have them there. But I would have Naruto at 5 for me. But I love Naruto. I'm not one of those people where, well, if I have this listed at 5, that means it's trash. I think that's foolish. If something makes your top 5, then it's of the 5 greatest that you've ever seen. So come on now. So there is that. No, but Dragon Ball Z, I put them all together. I put all of the Dragon Ball series together at 3 for me. And really, One Piece just beats it out because emotionally you grew up watching Dragon Ball. So there's that. Honcho put 5 on. So can I get your opinion on the Ed Reed situation? I was actually trying to look into it a little bit earlier, but I don't have enough information. All I know is that I guess they said he was going to be the head coach, and then ultimately what ended up happening was they rescinded their offer or whatever the case may be, and he was talking about how they was, withdrawing, or I should say hoarding funds, or they didn't have very good facilities, whatever the case may be. So there was that, but I don't know all the information on the thing to speak on it. So it's all just blatant assumption on my end because I didn't get a chance to really read into it. I've only seen a couple of articles here and there, but I did see Deion Sanders was supporting him, so I don't know all of that stuff. But hey, man, I support Ed Reed, and what's funny is, I'm not going to blindly say I support Ed Reed. I got to find out what the fuck happened. But I do want to support Ed Reed. He has cigars that are coming out. Oh, by the way, if you guys haven't already. Oh, and Macho. Had I known when I came out there to South Carolina, had I known, you know what? I'm gonna send some to you. Let me write it down. I'm gonna send some to you because Chad Ochocinco, if you guys didn't know, Chad Johnson, he actually has cigars. I bought a pack for myself and the fellas before, but knowing that Macho's a cigar smoker, it's only right that I go ahead and I send one. Where the hell's my Sharpie? And I send a pack your way for you, your brother, your father, all go and participate. So let me write that down. Send some cigars. Chad Johnson. It's only right. Send some Chad Johnson cigars your way, brother. But yeah, I haven't smoked one since I think it's been a year since, but I gotta send that. It's only right that I send one your way, brother. So there's that. But Chad Johnson got some cigars. Ed Reed is coming out with cigars, but it's coming soon on his website. So I didn't get a chance to mess around and see that. So there's that. Thomas said, "What's my preferred stick to smoke?" First off, pause. But I don't necessarily have one. I'm just getting into cigar smoking, and I probably smoke 1, maybe 2 every quarter. So since that's the case, I'm still somewhat of a newbie to the game. So I got to work my way towards getting a bit more knowledgeable on it, not being so much of a noob. So I'm working on it. So there's that. Big Humfer said, "What is my thoughts on the Shannon Sharp situation?" First down, Philadelphia. What's my thoughts on the Shannon Sharp situation? Well, I think it's just a matter of misunderstanding, but I will say this much. Dylan Brooks, I can understand why Shannon reacted the way they reacted, because Dylan Brooks is just talking Like, wow. Because here's the thing, right? Memphis got that kind of swagger. They got that young swagger. Like, yo, we're winning. We're going to dance on people. We're very, they're a young basketball team. But the problem is you haven't earned the right to have that kind of swag. Don't get me wrong. I've always said, if people got a problem with the way that you operate, they got to stop you. They won 11 straight games. Right? Oh, my God. Dallas got it. About to roll into the end zone. Jalen Hurts over the middle. Dallas got it. Moving the chains. They can't slow down Dallas. Now I'm just hoping Miles Sanders or Jalen Hurts runs it into the end zone. I just need one of these motherfuckers to score right here. They are way too close to the touchdown to not mess around and score. But Memphis's attitude is like, yo, if you wanna stop us from dancing, well, you're gonna have to beat us, or whatever the case may be. But Dylan Brooks has no right to sit there and call Shannon Sharp a regular pedestrian. Like that's crazy. You're ludicrous. Oh, Jesus Christ. Boston Tea Party, Michael Scott. Every single goddamn time they play the Giants, he scores. That's his 11th time scoring against the Giants in like the last 3 years, bro. Boston Tea Party, Michael Scott always finds the end zone. Man's the Giant Slayer for no goddamn reason. You know what pissed me off? They don't have a parlay for, or I should say, they didn't have a leg they didn't have a wager for Boston Scott. Oh, I would really hope that he was down before he picks up the touchdown so they can mess around and bring Jalen Hurts back out there for the QB sneak. But every single time they play the Giants, this man finds the end zone. I was sick they didn't have a touchdown. I could have chose him. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Every time they play the Giants, Boston Tea Party, Michael Scott finds the end zone, bro. 11th touchdown against the Giants. That is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. So there is that. There is that. Oh, no. Almighty ASAP. I didn't miss it. Everything is still in front of me, so I'll get to them. Mark, in fact, I'm going to get to it right now. Mark said Attack on Titan is back in March, people. Yes, indeed, it is back in March, and I am ecstatic for that. But, ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Eagles scored a touchdown rush for Boston Tea Party, Michael Scott. A score, his 11th against the Giants. 21, 0. 21, 0. 21, 0. 21, to 0. The Giants are getting fucked, ladies and gentlemen. The Giants are getting fucked. No black dick for you guys. No black dick for you guys. They're getting fucked up halfway up the poop chute. They're not having a good time. They are not having a good time. As the Chiseled Adonis would say, oh, wow, the Resident Hobbit is in the building. Hello there, Resident Hobbit. The New York Giants are getting long dick style fucked. Sideways, no Vaseline, up the poop chute. There's anal bleeding, rectal bleeding, hemorrhoid-like blood exiting from the rectal sphincter, the gluteal cleft of the New York Football Giants. They are not having a good time right now. Ant White said, you got Hurts and Jones on completions, Brown, Smith, and Hodgins on receptions. Okay, not too bad. We shall see how things play out. Almighty ASAP, put 5 on to say my top 5 favorite Straw Hats. First and foremost, Roronorozoro is my favorite of the entire crew. Luffy is a close second. General Frankie, I would have him at number 3. Nico Robin, I would have her at 4. And then ultimately at 5. Sanjay-san, I would have him at 5, and those are my favorite of the straw hats. Now, Stark Jeter Pateno said, I asked this question last year. Do you consider Mike Evans a Hall of Famer or not yet? Tell you the truth, with Mike Evans, he's certainly got the credentials. He's got the Super Bowl championship now. Here's the only thing with Mike Evans, right? Mike Evans had been for all intents and purposes, he's never been a top 3 receiver in his era in any year. And let me not say year, because anybody can have a good year. But Mike Evans has never been a consensus top 3 receiver. He's been a borderline, if not number 5, top 5 receiver in the league. But he played in an era where the tail end, well, I'm not going to count Calvin Johnson because he was already at the tail end at that point, right? So I can't really necessarily count Calvin. But if you really look at the people whose prime Mike Evans was playing it. Mike is a fucking beast. No disrespect to him. He is an absolute beast. But when you consider the people he played wide receiver and his contemporaries, you had AB and Julio Jones. Those two were the head honchos. Then you have Devontae Adams, who was there as well, right? No, I said Devontae Adams. DeAndre Hopkins, who was there as well. Then the emergence of Devontae Adams, absolutely fucking beasting as well. The emergence of Stephon Diggs since going to Minnesota. Now you have this Justin Jefferson character going crazy. I'm not going to count Cooper Kupp because he has to have much more years and things of that nature. Because that's the case, Evans has always hovered around 5 or 6. Evans is an absolute beast, but he's always hovered around 5 and 6, and sometimes in one season or another can sneak his way to number 4. But across the league, he's never been, and Tyreek Hill as well, he's never been a consensus number 3, number 4 receiver in the league. So because that's the case, that could be something that comes back to haunt him. Do I think he's a Hall of Famer right now? No, but I think he can get there. And arguably, if he were to retire today, you look at his numbers, you're like, oh man, this is solid. But I think he's got to do more because we're in a passing league right now. They're not going to respect him. They're not going to show him his respect, regardless of the fact that he got his numbers. They're not going to show him his respect. So that's the only reason why I say that. There's no disrespect to Mike Evans. It's because who he played alongside in his era. How the fuck did Daniel Jones not get sacked there? Why did I say Jones like that? How did he not get sacked there? That's crazy, bro. They had a clear shot on this man. They didn't sack him. No. Thielen, no. Thielen had that one season where he scored like 9 touchdowns in the first 9 games. That shit was amazing. Don't get me wrong. He's a solid receiver, but I would never have Thielen in the top 5. But yeah, they had a lot of guys who Chase. It's too early. Like remember what I always said, unless you have a very special like first 2 seasons, then I would consider you there. But outside of running back, and what was the 2 positions? Oh Jesus Christ, Daniel Jones, you got to do something. Throw the ball away. Throw the ball away, brother. He's trying to force it, man. Throw the ball away. Yeah, Michael Thomas had a little bit of a moment as well. Running back and what the fuck was my other position? Yeah, I think it's just running back. Only the running back position are you allowed to have 2 spectacular seasons and then consider yourself top 5. Any other position, you got to have at least 3 years of consistently dominating the competition to now have yourself there. No, QB 2 years isn't enough. Unless you have like a Joe Burrow kind of resurgence. Because right now, undoubtedly, you look at Joe Burrow play football last year, this year, you could say, all right, that's a guy who could be top 5. Yeah, quarterback. Running back, quarterback. Quarterback is like special kind of situation where you could go ahead and make it happen. But for all intents and purposes, it's really only running back that you can only look at. No, tight end is different. Tight end is the same as everything else. 3 years. Because look at it like this. Darren Waller had a couple very good seasons. What did he do this year? Man's got hurt, right? George Kittle, legitimate. You've seen it for a good period of time. You know. Travis Kelce, come on now. He missed his rookie season. Since showing up, man's been dogging. Anytime somebody says he's not the best tight end in the NFL, I say you're a liar. Right? So for every other position, you got to have at least 3 years. Hell, Micah Parsons, with edge, with rushing the passer, it's kind of a slippery slope because Micah Parsons' first 2 years spectacular, right? So when we talk about best pass rushers in the league, you'd be foolish to not say Micah Parsons. So I'd have to actually say pass rusher, and no. You know what? No, I'm not going to make the exception for pass rusher. No, I still need 3 years for pass rushers. Because I'm thinking about people like Javon Curse, things of that nature where something can go awry and all of a sudden you're gone. So I wouldn't do all that. Is Travis Kelce the new Gronk? No. Travis Kelce has a different game from Gronk. George Kittle would be more of the kind like Gronk. Kittle would be more like Gronk. And tell you the truth, when Bowers comes to the league, I'd love to see what things look like there. Biggest night. Put 2 on it. Said your top 5 would be Attack on Titan, Bleach, DBZ, Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, Full Metal. Okay. Fair enough. I see you have a tie at the you have a tie between Attack on Titan and Bleach. Okay, fair enough. Honcho put 5 on and said, why Boston Tea Party, Michael Scott? Love to only score against the Giants. A true killer. Hey, man, he's a true giant killer, man. I think his name is David in a different realm. Almighty ASAP put 5 on and said, next time you're in Houston, let me know. I would love to sit down and have a conversation with you. Also, do you play or do I plan on being bringing back the Dark Side of the Ring? See, the only reason why it was difficult for me to go ahead and do the Dark Side of the Ring is because copyright started stepping in, right? Like similar to what I was talking about a little bit earlier before the touchdown ended up interrupting me with Power Slap, with Dana White's new series that was going on. I downloaded the entire episode, right? Immediately when I tried to put it up on YouTube. I didn't record any commentary because like what I like to do now is before I record a video, I want to see if I can get past copyright first. Immediately got struck for copyright. So I'm going to do a commentary for it, and I'm going to see if I can get it on YouTube. One way or another, it's going to end up on Patreon. That may be the one and only that I do. But whatever the case may be, the Dark Side of the Ring became difficult because the copyright stepped in. Because I'm not just going to sit here and give a review on the episode without including portions of the episode. So it was difficult because of the copyright. And if I can't use the clips, it's hard to tell the story and actually keep the people engaged. So that was the only reason why it became difficult. So I'm hoping that I can. I would love to bring it back as long as I don't have to worry too much about them. Because it's one thing if they just claim the video and they take the monetizations. I can do that because they've done that. That's my entire NFL commentary season. I've never received a dime on it. But when you block it worldwide and nobody can view it, now it's like, yo, I'm recording this video and nobody can fucking see it. So that was always my biggest, concern. Now, here's the thing. With copyright, I understand. Here's my only problem. I don't like the fact that with fair use, obviously you're at the mercy of them. But if I'm doing a review on what transpired, ultimately I would bring more eyes to your product. Like if I was running a business, don't get me wrong. If I was running a show, I'm running a network, whatever the case may be, I would give YouTubers fucking free reign, content creators free reign, because ultimately, if you give me a good review, you're using clips of the footage or whatever the case may be, more people would be inclined to go and tune in. But ultimately, if you want to have a monopoly on the doggone dollars that's coming in and you want to freaking, stifle anybody else from benefiting off of your doggone stuff, then, it is what it is. So there's that. So, I'm at the mercy of whatever the fuck they got going on. Mark Jackson. As Miles Sanders moves the chains, fam, everything is going right for Philly. The New York is looking terrible right now. They got to turn this son bitch around. Mark Jackson. Patuan said, top 5 dual threats in NFL history. Who are they? Top 5 dual threats in NFL history? Well, first and foremost, straight out of the gate, your top 3 has to be Vic, Newton, Jackson. Those 3 have to be there. Those 3 have to be there. Right? Then, some people would try to make an argument for somebody like a Taysom Hill who can be, plugged and played in a lot of different people. I would say Deion Sanders because of his defense and then special teams ability. Hell, you could even make an argument for a Rod Woodson as well. But I would have Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, Cam Newton, Deion Sanders, and then if I had to put one more person who is a dual threat player. One more who I could put in the top. No, Devin Hester, no, because Devin Hester was really only a threat on special teams. He was decent at wide receiver, but never enough to where it was legitimately like, yo, you get on offense, oh, we got to watch out for Devin Hester. Martin, you know what? Marshall Faulk. No, LaDainian Tomlinson. Marshall Faulk was an absolute beast in his day, but I think LaDainian has better numbers across the board, so I think I'll go LaDainian Tomlinson. So LT, you know what? I'll take Cam Newton out. I'll put in Marshall Faulk. So Deion Sanders, Marshall Faulk, LT, Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick. That's my 5. No, Cordero Patterson these last 2 years had become a real problem on offense. Cordero Patterson these last 2 years has become a real legitimate problem. Everywhere else, they used him occasionally here and there. Like Minnesota, they had used him, in my opinion, the best. Chicago was a hit and miss. New England, I don't think it ever really clicked. But when he officially started getting the touches he really deserved, give him the doggone, the football. And it ended up working out over there. But I think I feel comfortable with that 5. I feel comfortable with that 5. As the Eagles now, they're in field goal range, so I can use a field goal if they don't mess around and get a touchdown here. But if they are going to score a touchdown, it would be great if it was Jalen Hurts on the ground or Miles Sanders on the ground. That'd be magnificent. Stark Jeter, per 5 said, your thoughts on John Jones coming back to the UFC, and should McGregor do the same? I think McGregor's going to work towards doing the same, but truly, I think McGregor should just ride off into the sunset, dog. Like, yo, you don't have the same drive that you had before, and don't get me wrong. When you talk about the pillars of the UFC, McGregor is one. I don't like how people try to, go ahead and disrespect motherfuckers just because they ain't what they were before. Like, for example, unless it's a situation like an Anderson Silva, where Silva should have retired when he broke his leg, but Silva kept coming back and you can tell he really fucking loves the game, loves the sport, loves the contact, loves the combat. The problem is all these L's are not doing your legacy any good, to where now motherfuckers looking at Silva like, yo, I think he's overrated. This man was a god in the game, and he just kept going. So for McGregor, I just hope it's not going to be the same. Now, as for John Jones, I'm excited for him to come back, but because of all of that rust of him constantly, he hasn't been able to be consistent in years. So since that, Jesus Christ, how the fuck did Devontae Smith stay up? That is crazy, bro. But since that's the case, I want him to win. I want nothing but his success. But my God, can you just stay off of the 14 grams of crack? Stay off the contraband.
You buy 14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Who was on crack?
Stay off the cocaine and contraband, and then we shall see how things go. Almighty ASAP Patuan said, I want to see a reaction to Luffy Awakening. Well, I'm not a manga reader, but I am a anime watcher, so I shall see when the thing messes around and happens. Damn Rudy for 5 said, made it to Daytona. Family gathers to watch you. Can you say hello to them on their best behavior? Fly equals fly. Well, first and foremost, hello there, family of Dan Rudy. Damn Rudy, hello there. How are you? Mrs. Rudy, Mr. Rudy, child Rudies, cousins Rudies. How is it going? Clarence, his real name is Clarence. For 5 said, did I see the tweet about Cody Parkey's double doink? No, I did not. But I did know that it did get tipped somewhat, but still it was a double doink because Cody Parkey had hit the upright so many times during that doggone season, so you can bank on it being his fault. So there is that. Diego said you need Danny Dimes to run, honestly. Well, expect him to run a lot in the second half because he's about to go back to what's worked for him this season. First read ain't there. Fuck it. We gonna tuck and run. Whopper, 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 BK. Have it your way. That's 2. That is 2. L-Dog said, in my opinion, what teams will be huge threats in the next 5 years? Well, first and foremost, the next 5 years, I think Detroit will be, well, no, because you say big threats. So big threats would be teams that's going to fuck around and contend forever. So I'm going to go and say Cincinnati 1. Cincinnati 1 because Joe Burrow is going to be a fucking problem. So Cincinnati 1. Kansas City will continue to be a threat. And remember what my prediction was, because in 5 years, Kelsey's going to be gone, right? Kelsey's going to be gone, but Patrick Mahomes will be in his early 30s. So with that being the case, I think they'll still mess around and contend. I can't envision a circumstance where actually, no, you know what? I'll take Kansas City off because Andy Reid will retire. I don't see him coaching that long. So you know what? I'll take Kansas City off. Cincinnati 1. Pittsburgh, I believe Pittsburgh will return back to prominence. Pittsburgh 2. Pittsburgh 2. Tell you the truth, with Arizona, I think they're going to move on from Kyler Murray, so I'm not even going to use Arizona. Buffalo 3. Buffalo is going to be a staple moving forward. Buffalo 3. See, the thing with the Jets is interesting because they've got to figure out quarterbacks, so I'm not going to go Jets yet. I'm looking at guys right now. Jacksonville 4, because I do believe in Trevor Lawrence. Jacksonville 4. San Francisco 5. San Francisco, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Cincinnati. I'll go with that 5. I'll go with that 5. I'll go with that 5. And we shall see where things go. Because the only reason why I wouldn't go with a number of different sort of teams is because I think the quarterback may change. I think coaches may change, and certain sort of players may depart. So because we're talking 5 years. 5 years, 2028, a lot of motherfuckers may not be in the league no more, and things can mess around and change. So we shall see. Oh, there's Gainwell. Oh, my God, he got the corner. He's going to pick up the first down. No, he's not. About to set up a 3rd and short here. Going to set up a 3rd and short here. Oh, yeah, Philadelphia as well. Golly. Okay, so, well, you never know. You know what? Yeah, I think I could feel comfortable going Philadelphia. But then who would I move off? Yeah, there's a number of different things. I think I could put Philadelphia in front of Jacksonville. Yeah, I'll put Philadelphia in front of Jacksonville because you never know. You never know. At least with Philadelphia, you have an idea that things may, because they've got a very good core. No, actually, no, because I don't see Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey still being there in 5 years. So you know what? I'm not going to switch off. I'm not going to take off Jacksonville. I'm going to keep it where it is because the offensive line is fixing to change. Oh, damn, tackle Gainwell. No. Anybody but him score. I need Miles Sanders. And I need Jalen Hurts to score here. One or the other. Maurice put 5 on it, formerly known as Sir X Gemini. Put 5 on it, said, just need A.J. Brown to get a receiving touchdown. What the fuck is going on? Good Lord. If that's the only one that you need left, and there's that. Trent said, you crazy. No. The only reason why I say that Philadelphia probably not going to be there in 5 years because Jason Kelsey, he was considering retiring at the end of last year. You think he's fixing to play 5 more years? Not going to happen. Lane Johnson, it's not fixing to go down. 5 more years, it's not happening. So with that offensive line getting reshuffled and those 2 first-team All-Pros, legitimate dogs, best in their positions, year in, year out, amongst the best to have ever played at those positions, man, listen, that's going to be very tough to replace. That's going to be tough to replace. So we'll have to see what things look like moving forward. So I don't know. Well, I could be wrong. Who knows? I'm not going to lock anything off. This is just off the top of my head. It's not like I'm looking at the damn rosters in front of me. You never know. Things could work out. I'm not saying, hey, they could be a number 5. They could be a number 6. Oh, Sanders ain't going nowhere. They have everybody's replacement except for Lane. Well, there it is. If you got, if his successors is as good as he is, then hey, I'd put them in front of Jacksonville because Jacksonville gonna run out a little bit of money in a couple of years. So there is that. Hello, Mason. So there is that. I could be wrong. Hey, it's 5 years from now. I could be wrong on any of them. I ain't about to put nothing set in stone. I ain't gonna put no money down on it. So who knows? It's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I may be wrong. Who knows? Mark, for 5 said over under on the Super Bowl being a high scoring or defensive battle this year. I think it's actually going to be high scoring. I don't think there's a defense outside of San Francisco that remains in the playoffs that will be able to keep things a defensive showdown. I don't see that happening. Big C, put 2 on, said who's some of the best linemen in the game? Some of the best linemen in the game. Well, obviously Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson. Oh, good Lord. And towards his right. Oh, boy, pass sales incomplete. God damn, man, just took a helmet to the face. That flag is coming in. Oh, my God. God damn. What is going on here? You still got Quentin Nelson, who hasn't played at the same type of level out there in Indianapolis. You got those guys there. Left tackle, you got freaking Tyler Smith. Pretty doggone good. Jason Peters is past his time now. Yeah, that was just ill-advised, just fucking blow. For what reason? That's going to set up a short yardage. Well, really automatic first down. Now, hand off to Miles Sanders or a QB sneak. Hand off to Miles Sanders or a QB sneak. Come on now. Jensen with Tampa Bay. Good Lord. What were they thinking there? Come on now. This man's tripping. Stacks for 5 said, since I'm not going to get your Josh Allen versus Josh Allen rematch, you want a Cowboys versus Bills Super Bowl to see which Diglett deserves to be a Tug Trio. Well, that'd be interesting. 1st and goal here for Philadelphia. Miles Sanders in the game. They might just mess around and run that draw. And there it is. Oh, no, he's going to throw it. Oh, Jesus. Stop Dallas Goedert. Thank the Lord. They stopped him. Wirfs out there for Tampa Bay. He's pretty doggone good as well. Oh, Laramie Tunzel. I believe he's in Houston, correct? At the moment, yeah, I believe he's out there in Houston. So I need a rush. I'm going to take a look at my Underdog fantasy at halftime, and then we'll see where things go out. Good Lord, why would you do that, bro? The ball hit the ground. This motherfucker throwing a shoulder in people. Yeah, I can't even say Kelsey blocked him into it because you could see Mans just kept going forward. Illmind Jedi Patuan said, you see Henny's revenge quarter. Henny thinks possible. Yeah, that second quarter from Henny was pretty doggone good. That was a very, 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 very good run. Oh, there's Hurts. Hurts is going to take it himself. Rushing touchdown. Yes. Hurts to the end zone for the score. Dials up voicemail, calls his own number, takes it into the end zone for the score. And now, how many points do the Eagles have on the board? They've got
27.
27!
27.
27.
27
27 27 27 27
Shatash
27
27
27. They're going to go for 2. For what reason? What was the reason? What they going for 2 for? Oh, I think they're just trying to draw them off sides. I don't understand. Oh. Why did I hear take the walk to Poland? They playing that in the stadium? That's confusing. What was the purpose? Well, I'm confused. I don't understand. What they were trying to draw them offside so they could go up 20. But ultimately, it would still be a 4-score game. I don't understand. What is the significance of going to get 29? I don't get that. So with that being the case, and we're going to a break, that means that the Eagles, at least temporarily, still have how many points?
27.
27!
27.
20.
27.
Vincent. Eagles still have 27. I don't understand. What's the purpose of going for 2 here? I'm very confused. Extra point through the uprights, and it's good. 28-0. The Eagles scored again. Again. The Eagles scored again. Jalen Hurts to the end zone. The Giants are getting fucked up the poop shoot. Fuck the poop shoot. Fuck the poop shoot. Fuck the poop shoot. No Vaseline. The poop shoot. No Vaseline. The poop shoot. Sideways up the rectum. The poop shoot. They getting fucked. Sideways. Front ways. Long. Dick style. The Giants getting fucked. There's a G. Spot. Prostate. Tingled. Milked. Up they ass. They lose. 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 And I was considering going to this game. These motherfuckers getting cooked. They getting cooked. What mic is this? It's a Shure, the Shure SM7B. I think it was like $400 or some shit like that. I forget. Thomas said we need a compa remix of that. Compa remix? What you mean? Hold on. My mic on. Oh, God damn it. Oh, wait. Oh, there we are. All right, I should be back now. I think I was muted for a second. ESPN Deportes. Let's see here. We can get a. Oh, wow, they're not going to take it to the half. Danny Dimes going to try to. Hey, he might as well just run it. Just run it. Just run it. There we go. Get me another carry. Take it out of boons. getting cooked right now.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all.
Cha-cha now, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Cha-cha now, y'all. Motherfuckers is getting cooked out there. Destroyed out there. What are you going to do when you're losing that way? You're getting destroyed. Did I see that Eli Manning is at the game? He might as well be. 2 more quarters remain, though. 2 more quarters remain, though. 2 more quarters remain, though. Yeah, music was loud as hell. My bad, though. But here we go, 3rd and 1. Oh, Jesus Christ. What are you going to do, Danny Dimes? This man should have threw the football earlier. He should have thrown the football way earlier. Yeah, you got to go and get the lubricant. Sneak said even Odell Beckham Jr. saw this in the Giants' future and wanted none of that. Shit. 4th and 1, you got to punt there. You don't want to give the Eagles a short field and an opportunity to go up 35-0. Kyle Pafavon said, do I think the Jags need a better defensive coordinator or is it the players? Because Kelsey was left open way too many times. Remember what I said in my pregame prediction. Everett went over 100 yards. So because Everett went over 100 yards, that's a tight end. Travis Kelsey, the last now 7 playoff games, has gone over 90. You knew they were going to target Kelsey heavily. Here's where the problem lies, right? You know Kelsey's going to get the football coming his way. How the fuck does he keep getting wide open? So what was the game plan for Jacksonville? Was it take everybody else away and allow Kelsey to beat us? That's stupid. He's a first-team All-Pro. So, but I don't think you change the DC because on their run to the postseason in the second half, the Jags were fucking cooking. So I think it's just a situation where great players make great plays, and the connection between Mahomes and Kelsey will beat any defensive coordinator. It's very difficult, especially in playoff situations. So I think that's just kind of where you have to be. Justin said, has the Jeffrey Dahmer challenge began yet? Yes, it has, because the Giants may be dead, but somehow they're still getting fucked. But this game is not over. Best believe this game is nowhere near over. Why? Because this season we've seen more fourth-quarter comebacks than ever in a season before. So best believe you stay glued to your seat. This game is far from over. 28-0 can be eliminated in just 4 drives. What does that mean? Touchdown Giants, interception, fumble, turnover, whatever the case may be, score again, possibly turn a defensive drive into a score. Then the Giants go down the field, they score, 3 and out, go down the field, you score. All of a sudden it's a 1-score game where you got to even score depending on if there's any kind of turnovers. Can the Giants come back? You never know. Crazier things have happened. But one way or another, ladies and gentlemen, all right, this game is far from over. You better hold on to your doggone chairs. Go in for a little bit of a ride, although the Giants have done virtually nothing to make you think that possibly, they can get momentum going in their way, because legitimately their only good drive was their opening drive when they found themselves at the Eagles' 40-yard line, and rather than kick that God no field goal, they decided to go ahead and try to go for it, and they ultimately fucked themselves. Well, one way or another, ladies and gentlemen, understand, this game is still nowhere near over. It is not over. There's 30 more minutes left to be played. You got grown men in that locker room. This game ain't over yet. One more Philly touchdown, it should be over. I agree, but it depends on when that Philadelphia touchdown happened. Because if the Giants open up this drive straight out of halftime, their opening drive, if they open up with a score, because they're getting the football first, if they open up with a score, you now can build on that. So it's all on the Giants' opening drive. Pyro Patuan said, I'm trying to get you on Dark Side of the Ring. What you mean trying to get me on Dark Side of the Ring? You mean to meet for watch Dark Side of the Ring? Because I've watched every episode. I haven't been able to do any more reviews given, the copyright situation. Now, if you talk about getting me on Dark Side of the Ring, I don't think I have the credibility to then get on an episode. So there's that. Mufasa said, put me on the field for NY. How am I going to get on the field? How am I going to get to Meth Life Stadium out there in New Jersey when I'm right now live in Hold My Nugget Studios out here in Brooklyn? It's going to be too difficult. Thomas Wood said, how do I feel about the NFL present And, presenting a new end of the season award, Dan Quinn Memorial Trophy for worst blown lead of the season. Well, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. But whatever the case may be, I don't think I would call it the Dan Quinn. I'd call it the Atlanta Falcons Award. But whatever the case may be, that'd be hilarious. It'd be funny. No, Jim Kip. No, we had two Whopper BK commercials. We only had 2. Let me take a look at my Underdog Fantasy and see what's transpiring there. Oh, Terrell said, can I turn on my mic just slightly a bit? Okay, I got you. Let me know if that's good for you, Terrell. Now, let me take a look at my Underdog Fantasy and see where things are sitting for me. Jalen Hurts total yards. I am not feeling too confident here on this one because judging by the second half, would Hurts have to throw the football? You're leading by that much. 100 yards, let alone 140 yards in that second half? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that one in particular. Then over here, again, that still hurts. I need Hurts to come through and get me some more yardage in this one over here. So I don't know if that's fixing to go down. Danny Dimes and Saquon Barkley, I'm feeling good about this because Saquon, why would you run the football when you're down by 4 scores? So I'm feeling good about that Saquon Barkley. Daniel Jones, I'm still feeling confident because I expect him to go out there and run. Richie James, I'm a little bit concerned because obviously the more time that Daniel Jones has to throw, the more attempts that James has to catch the football. So that one's a little bit concerning for me. And Jake Elliott, well, we haven't seen a field goal yet, so we shall see how that messes around and plays out. Then frequent flyer, Booby Miles Sanders, I need a touchdown from him, and lo and behold, the more attempts that he gets in his hands, maybe it can happen, so we'll see that. Saquon Barkley rushing touchdown, I'm slightly concerned. Daniel Jones running the football, I feel good about that. Jalen Hurts pass attempts, I actually feel comfortable there, but A.J. Brown receiving yards, I think I'm going to get screwed on that one. I need a Miles Sanders touchdown elsewhere. And then right here is where I think I'm ultimately going to get screwed because why would Devontae Smith mess around and have to get 15 yards? When is he going to go ahead and get that? Maybe Jalen Hurts might get him the football, so we shall see. And then, so this one over here, I think it's just a matter of Jake Elliott making those doggone field goals. So right now, I don't have anything that's making me feel somewhat comfortable, but we shall see if I mess around and win in Underdog Fantasy. So we shall see. But if you guys haven't already, click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use promo code Adonis if you have not already. Kenny said, Kenny, 20 on it, said, Kenny from South Park, Kenny, said, you telling me the Vikings lost to this team? Somebody check on those Viking fans. Yeah, they should check on the Vikings fans. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. Dudes is out there. Trash. Pyro Patuan said, no, you work for Vice and sent my videos. And really? Interesting. Well, for one, I appreciate you. Number 2, I hope they don't take the channel. And number 3, that'd be interesting to have me sit down in Vice. That would be something. Getting me on Dark Side of the Ring. That's something. I know they was just because I listened to a little bit of Jim Cornette, and he said that they was at his building, they was at his cult or should say Castle Cornette to sit down with him. Now that's interesting. Hey Pyro, if they mess around and would love to have me there, that which I'd be blown away if it was to get that far, but who knows? The crazier things have happened on the internet. But if that was to mess around and transpire, hey, man, send me an email. I'd love to pull up. Who knows? I'll pull up, and then it's the Vice execs, everybody holding a goddamn bat like, yeah, you was using our content, weren't you? Gather around, boys. We're going to beat his ass like it's 1863. Wait a minute. Andrew, for 5 on it, is it weird seeing Gronk talk at the halftime show? He looks so uncomfortable out there. Fun fact, if I'm not mistaken, somebody had said when I think it was in December that Gronk had contacted, was it Tampa Bay, saying that he was bored and pondering returning back to the NFL. So it all dictates on where Tom Brady goes. The Vice exec's going to be like, oh, so you sent me this video of the chiseled Adonis, huh? We'll see how chiseled this Adonis is after we get done with him. What are you doing with that bat? Bink. Oh, wait a minute. And I'm going to be on the ground. They're going to be giving my noggin a flogging. It's not going to be a very good time. Jake said, how was the press conference at Battle Cup Pro Records? Man, the press conference was awesome. I enjoyed it. It was dope. The weigh-in was great. The energy in the building was magnificent. My only downside was my botch on my introduction because I forgot to introduce myself. I got so hype in the moment, I forgot to introduce myself. So that was the only downside. But everything outside of that, man, Simon Miller was awesome. Sir Wilkins, always awesome. So really, 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 really happy about that. And I know they killed it in their match today. Obviously, I couldn't pull up because I would ultimately have to stream and I wouldn't have been able to make it back in time. But overall, very, 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 very dope time. Monaco said, what's the criteria for a dual threat? Well, for one, a dual threat is somebody who could just do two things. So essentially, if you got like a quarterback like a Jalen Hurts, he's dual threat. A offensive weapon like Deebo Samuel, he's a dual threat. A returner / defender like Deion Sanders, he's a dual threat. So you got to be good at two different positions per se. Like and I don't want to use pass rushers and also people who are good in coverage. Like, for example, Jack Ham was a great run stopper, but also a very good coverage linebacker as well. So, but I can't use that with linebackers. It's difficult because you have to have two different phases of the game. And unfortunately, on defense, if you're somebody who's good at stopping the run, but you're also good at sacking the quarterback, I can't consider you a dual threat, defender because especially on the D-line, because your job is legitimately going forward. So I can't, defensive lineman, I don't think you get that. But if you're a linebacker who can also get after the quarterback and cover, then that one could be like somewhat of a dual threat linebacker, but you can't necessarily utilize that one over there. But there was that. Sanders was a triple threat, but essentially, I'm not even counting his offense, and he's a threat there as well. No, LT was very, very good in the run, sensational against the pass, but in coverage, and when I say against the pass, I'm talking about pass rushing. So there was that. Mr. Nobody said, how's the parlay going? Oh, in the chat. Well, hello there, Mr. Nobody. Oh, I actually just went over it, so you must have just popped in. But right now, I have a couple of, I only have a lock on one with Hurts scoring the touchdown, so there's that. Kyle Pateno said, love and appreciate your insight on the NFL. Do you think Matt Canada is keeping his job is a good decision? Yes and no, because I've always been a proponent of giving a quarterback an opportunity to succeed in a system, and I ain't gonna lie to you. After Bruce Arians left, Pittsburgh's most successful offensive coordinator was by far Todd Haley, and I think Todd Haley definitely deserved to lose his job. However, I think he didn't necessarily get the exit that he deserved for the offenses that he ran. I think the problem that exists amongst Canada and his offensive scheme is the predictability. Because down the stretch, Pittsburgh has showcased that they can be clutch, at least with how they close the season. But if your first, second, and third quarter is horrendous and you got to wait till the fourth quarter to come alive, you have a problem. So I think they need to introduce a bit of unpredictability amongst their offense, because there's no reason why every single week you come in and you have no real philosophy outside of 3 and outs. So they've got to get that fixed. So we shall see. And you said you missed the Jags versus Steelers games. Always fun to watch. One last Duval. Hey, man, anytime you pop up in the doggone chat room, I see you, brother. You fixing to get a Duval out of me. Zero Fox put 10 on, said, keep doing your thing, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Benny said, will we see a Jaguars comeback? Well, maybe we might. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen today because the Jaguars lost. If you see a Jaguars comeback, I want you to understand right now, you're caught up in a genjutsu, and release yourself before you find yourself outside like, yo, what the fuck, son? Yo, I'm just trying to work, son. Can I go, yo, what is this? Boy, extreme bitch. Ah, shit. Yo, So make sure you release yourself from that genjutsu because you're not going to be having a good time. You're not going to have a good time whatsoever. You're not going to have a good time whatsoever. Austin said, is Mahomes that good? Yes, he is. Oh, we're getting ready for the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting ready for the third quarter. Marco said, Jeffrey Dahmer has officially arrived in Philly. Indeed, he did. Pyro put 2 on, said, one of the producers owe you. You putting in work. Hey, man, first and foremost, congratulations, man. And that would be dope. That'd be very dope. Imagine Chiseled Adonis on Vice. That'd be crazy. First and foremost, chat room right now. It's 28-0. I want to see people who have faith. Who thinks the Giants are getting a comeback? Put in a 1 in the chat. If Giants are making a comeback, put a 1. If they losing, put a 2. I want to see who got faith. Legitimately. Don't no trolling shit. Who truly think the Giants can make a comeback? Biggest night. Put 2 on. Said no Matt Canada. Steelers got go get Brian Leftwich. Well, and Brian Leftwich had been on, he was a backup on the Steelers' Super Bowl winning year. So I'm not completely opposed to having him come in, but my biggest concern with Pittsburgh really is retaining Brian Flores. I would love if they could retain him, but if he got to go somewhere else and go coach, then there's that. I'm seeing a whole lot of 2s. Oh, there's a few 1s. There's a few 1s. Some people got some faith. Honcho put 10 on it. Said Chisel, where the cell. Where the cell you, I put up the pride for the Giants. Oh, well, there it is. Let me go grab that. Where's your strength? Where is your pride?
What's wrong? Where's your strength? Where is your pride?
Where is your pride? Giants out there looking like some children.
You're a child!
I won't be defeated by a kid. Dabble, make it close. Remember what I said. There's 4 guys, well, 5, legitimately. Well, no, there's 3 who can win Coach of the Year. You have Shanahan, Dable, and Peterson, right? And remember, it's a regular season award. For all intents and purposes, I think Shanahan might mess around and win it. But remember what I said. Depending on who goes further, between Jacksonville and New York, they can mess around and steal that award. But I always felt as if it's going to most likely be Shanahan. Oh, shit, Pam Oliver didn't come out here with no big-ass bad wig. Oh, wait a minute. Danny Dimes. Oh, wow. Flag. Well, wait a minute. That's not a pass interference. Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. That's not pass interference on Bradbury? That's not late cut. There was illegal hands to the face. Oh, come on. That's defensive pass interference. You can't swipe at the hand, but come on. Throw the flag, ref. That's pass interference. That's pass interference. Come on. That should have been a flag for pass interference. That's bullshit. The referee was right there. The referee was legitimately right there. That's pass interference, bro. Come on, man. You got to throw the flag. That should not have been a 3 and out. That should have been pass interference. That's textbook pass interference. Don't get me wrong. Bradbury is a sensational doggone corner. He deserves everything that he has. But that's pass interference. He came in late. First and foremost, there was illegal hands to the face. So that should have been an automatic first down from him straight out the gate. And then with the late contact, swiping at the hand before the ball arrived, that's textbook pass interference. That's 2 flags that he avoided. Yeah, the ref's ready to go home. The ref's ready to go home. They said our chain broke in the first quarter. Therefore, we're not doing our jobs here tonight. Bandana put 5 on it. Said, is there any exclusive Dark Side of the Ring content for Patreon supporters? Also, your biggest bust each team. Well, for one, Is there any? Well, maybe there could be. Maybe there could be because during this off season, once the NFL season is done, I'm pretty much I'm gonna be busting out fucking Patreon content like it's nobody business because I wanna make sure that I get that out there. These last couple of years had been relatively busy. Now I can have a bit more time to really put out some other stuff for my Patreon individuals. So there is that. Braylon Patano said, you think the Giants are coming back? Fuck no. Also, sorry for being late to the stream. Hey man, you don't gotta apologize. Everybody lives their life, man. Ain't no problem. As long as you're here. I appreciate you. Now, as for biggest busts for each team, good Lord. All time? Okay, so let me see. Let me try to look at the entire because I try to not think off the top of my head because then I end up forgetting. Okay, so Arizona Cardinals, their biggest bust. Josh Rosen. Baltimore Ravens, their biggest bust. Troy Smith. And I'm going off the top of my head, so I may be wrong with a number of different people. Primarily, I'm going to go quarterbacks. But Atlanta Falcons, their biggest bust for Atlanta Falcons, and don't nobody fucking say Matt Ryan, goddamn assholes. Atlanta Falcons, their biggest bust. Atlanta Falcons' biggest bust. Fucking A. Jesus Christ. Atlanta Falcons. Fucking A. Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna have to come back to the Falcons. I'm gonna have to come back to the Falcons because I can't think of anybody. Buffalo Bills. Dude, this is a tough question though. This fucking tough question. Oh, good Lord. It's 32 teams. Their biggest bust. JP Lawson? No. Golly. Man, that's tough. Bruce Smith. Hey, come on now. Atlanta for trading him to Green Bay. Well, you can't be a bust for that. Dude, that's a tough question, man. That's a tough question, Bandana. I'm gonna have to answer just the first part with the Patreon supporters and Dark Side of the Ring. Maybe I might have to bring that. That's a very tough question, brother. we gonna be here all night. Y'all would have to help me out. Nate Peterman was never really brought in to be the guy, so I can't necessarily use him. But good Lord, that's a hell of a question. That's a hell of a question. That's a hell of a question. That's a good one. You got. I'm stumped. I am stumped. If I was to go down the list, I'm legitimate, and I would have to think throughout all of history. Good Lord, that boy. Golly. Bandana Patuan said additional incentive. Man, you son of a bitch. God damn it. Gerald Patuan said Mike for Eagles' biggest bust, Mike Malmula. Dan Pafavon said Giants need one field goal to activate the curse. Well, we shall see. Oh, there's my frequent flyer booty Miles Sanders going absolutely nowhere. Dwayne Pafavon said I think New York Giants were taken hostage by Henry. As shit, they might as well have been. Third down here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Good Lord. Noah said you want to smell Pam Oliver. Sir, what are you trying to smell people? What is going on? What's going on? Could Atlanta's biggest bust technically be Favre? I mean, they traded him away, yes, but then I would assume with bust, it would be attributed to a draft pick. So there's that. Sean Jones for 5 when he said the biggest bust being the massage parlor. Oh, pass sailed incomplete. I think that was Devontae Smith, was it? Damn, I could have used that. I need that additional yardage from him. Oh, no. Yeah, that was Devontae Smith. Did he get his feet down? Yeah, he dropped the football too. God damn it, Devontae Smith. Put 2 on. Said, on your fitness journey got down from 265 to 210. Tips. Hey, man, first and foremost, we love to see it. Magnificent. Next, as for any tips, well, for one, stay consistent. Separate your proteins and your starches. Drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. And moreover, above all else, make sure you get good night's rest. Make sure you get yourself some good night rest. Yeah, we all know the Raiders bust. So I'll give you 5. Here's what I'll do, Bandana. I'll give you my top 5 busts all time. So Ryan Leaf, Jamarcus Russell. Ryan Leaf, Jamarcus Russell. Ryan Leaf, Jamarcus Russell. Who the fuck was that lineman who got drafted by Green Bay? Between Barry Sanders in that, was it the 88 draft, 89 draft? Who was that lineman who got picked up by the Packers? He was a bust. It was something with an M, right? I forget what his name was. I think it was something with an M. I forget. But I could use him. No, John Ross was just fast as hell. Yeah, Manovich, I think it was, like Manovich or some shit like that. Tony Manarich, that's what it was. Manarich, thank you. Tony Manarich, thank you so much, greatest comrade. I would say Manarich, Russell, Leaf, Tack McKinley, good Lord. I mean, shit, he said he was going to do it for his grandmother, and hell, she proud. He made it. Is he still in the league? Because last I remember, he ended up leaving Atlanta. Did he go to New England? Where did he go? McKinley ended up in, he went to Cleveland, then he was in Los Angeles, and then he got hurt. I can't say he was a bust. Come on now. That brother got like, I can't say he's a bust. I think that'd be unfair. In him and Atlanta in 4 years, now granted, if you count his first 3 years, that's not bad. I mean, hell, he had 16 and a half sacks. That's not bad. His last 3 years have been abysmal, so that I could say is terrible. But he had 16 and a half sacks. It's not easy to get to the quarterback, but his first 2 years, 6 and 7, that's not bad. That's not bad. I can't sit there and call him a bust there. Oh, Leatherwood. Oh, don't get me started on Leatherwood. Don't get me started on Leatherwood, but it could still be some hope for him. Eric Flowers, now, Manziel, I would have him as a bust as well, and then ultimately I'd have Manziel as a bust as well, and then last but not least on the bust would be, oh boy, they really just ran the football here trying to catch him slipping. Didn't Tim Couch go to the damn playoffs with that Browns team in 2002? No, not Matt Leinart. Could I go Tebow? Trent Richardson, thank you. Trent Richardson, thank you so much. Only Urix, thank you so much. Trent Richardson. Very, very big letdown. Trent Richardson. 2nd and 5 here. Oh, wow. They're really going to go Saquon here. Tackle. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was a nasty-looking tackle on Saquon there. Man's got blasted. Pause. Good Lord. So, yeah. So, Leaf, Russell, Mandarich, Russell, Mandarich, Manziel, Richardson. I feel comfortable with that. I like that. I like that 5. Arizona QB before. No. That was Rosen, but I think Rosen was dealt a very bad hand. Like, Rosen legit came into the worst team in the league, and they did not help him. Oh, Lord. Saquon is loose, and he's going to get tripped up at the foot. Good Lord. Now they got to start running the football. Let me take a look at my goddamn parlays. Now I'm concerned. Golly. What is going on? Let me take a look at my Underdog Fantasy. What is looking promising for me? Okay, so, Jalen Hurts in these yards is doing me no favors. The Giants are actually running the football, and things are working in their favor. Let me see right here. I still need a touchdown from Saquon Barkley. I need Daniel Jones to actually start running himself because he's only got 3 attempts, but the longer the game goes, I feel confident about that. And, yeah, for right now, there's nothing else that looks good. I need Devontae Smith to get me some yardage. I still need Daniel Jones to have a bad game. Luckily enough, that's happening. But we shall see. Mark Jackson, for 5-1, said start, bench, cut. Jason Campbell, Kyle Orton, Josh Freeman. Okay, so of the 3, I think I would start Kyle Orton. Kyle Orton would be my starting quarterback of that 3. And I would bench Jason Campbell, and I would cut Josh Freeman. Classic Man Q said, would I consider Clowney a bust at this point? No. Clowney, if I'm not mistaken, he had just had for the first time his 10-sack year, right? I think he has one. Oh, no, he still never got it. Well, I'll be damned. He had never gotten it. Yeah, every single year. It's been short. Yeah. So Clowney, you know what? I think you can no, because he went to 3 Pro Bowls, but truly, in my opinion, I don't think he deserved it. For the hype of him coming in, I can understand why one would call him a bust. But I don't think I would call him a bust, because when you think bust, you have to look at people like a Ryan Leaf, like a Jamarcus Russell. So I can't. He's an average football player. So I can't do it. I can't do it. Here we go here. They need to, like the Giants, they need a touchdown here. Obviously, you can't kick field goals. JR said he's not a bust, just not a first round or first overall pick. No, it's just like he didn't live up to the expectation of being the number 1 overall pick, but he's a solid football player. Just solid. Like not anything special, just a solid football player. Oh my God, what the hell was that? Yo, what are they doing? Why are you getting in people's faces, bruh? You winning 28-0. Get your dumb ass out people's faces, dummy. What are they doing, man? Now's not the time. Here we go. 2nd and 7. Is that Richie James? Oh, Jesus Christ. Richie James got 3 catches. Now I'm concerned. That's about to burrow up one of my parlays. God damn it. Anybody but Richie. Why they keep throwing the ball to Richie James? Which one do I have James? Where's the one that I have Richie James? Son of a bitch. I can't find it. Oh, yeah, there it is. I have James on lower receptions. One more reception from Richie James blows up my parlay. Well, at least, it relatively, it blows it up for the most part. I don't need Richie James to touch the football no more. This one is insured for $5, but run, Danny Dimes, run, Danny Dimes. All right, one more rush. That's good for me. And now I just need a Saquon score, or I need a Danny Dimes rush. I don't need no additional touchdowns from the Giants, but a Saquon Barkley score on the ground would be nice. Mark Jackson put 2 on it. Said Julio Jones as a cornerback or Prime Sanders as a wide receiver. Oh, Prime Sanders as a wide receiver. Julio would make a good safety, and I think that's perhaps what you had in mind. Julio would be a heavy hitter, but Julio in coverage, I don't think it would work. And given the injuries that he had sustained, I don't think it would have worked well for him cutting and doing all this other stuff in the secondary. I think Deion Sanders would be a Hall of Famer no matter where he played on the field. So with that being the case, I'm taking Deion. Oh, run, Danny Dimes. Oh, my God, he dumped it off. Is that Richie James? Son of a bitch. God damn it. Richie James just cost me $50. You son of a bitch. Luckily enough, it was my lowest parlay that I had. But Richie James on this reception has now given me my first L. So I can't get the max payout. It's still insured, but I can't get the max payout here. And, of course, with the run game now working for the Giants, I don't know how many times they're going to attempt to run the football with Saquon Barkley moving forward. I would hope that they have him run it here. I need 5 more attempts from Danny Dimes to run it himself. Oh, there's Saquon. No, it's not Saquon Barkley. Who the hell's that guy? Damn it. Fucking breeder. I made it out of clay. And he goes into the end zone for the score. These motherfuckers are celebrating Hanukkah out there. I needed a Saquon Barkley rushing touchdown. Instead, it's Matt Breida. He's costing me money. You owe me money. God damn it. direct snap to Saquon Barkley, and they gave it to Matt Breida. Fucking A. God damn it. New York scores a touchdown. Ah, Lord in heaven. I don't know how close the Giants are going to get again. Fuck. Damn Rudy for 2 1 said top 10 biggest NFL tight end bust. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tight end bust. How the hell am I supposed to give you a top 10? Let the people answer that one. I cannot answer that one. I guess I can't use David Boston. David Boston was actually pretty good, and then he got actually David Boston was more wide receiver than he was tight end. Tight end bust. I don't know big tight end prospects like that. Because I'm not that big into college football, so I can't necessarily give you big tight end prospects. Kellen Winslow Jr. is one who comes to mind. Kellen Winslow Jr. is one that comes to mind. No, Martellus Bennett was solid. I can't use Tyler Eifert was good until he broke his foot. So I can't. I can't give you. Jordan Reed was solid, but he just had concussions. Like, it's difficult. It's actually kind of difficult to go ahead and. Yeah, tight end bust is you need somebody who comes in and don't fucking don't perform at all. Like, yeah, that's OJ Howard now. OJ Howard, I think you can legitimately go that far. Whoa, Kamara's overrated. Said it's Dash Rock. I don't think so. No, I think maybe because he was coming from the U, and during that time, everybody who done came out the U was at least relatively decent. And even with Mans, he was pretty good. Darren said, you've been very entertaining, and I appreciate your commentary while I was on my job. Bless you, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Pitts? No, hell no, Pitts. He's only been in second year. Come on now. He went to the Pro Bowl last year. You can't do that. Mac hasn't done anything since he left the Raiders. Oh, I beg to differ. Mac was a first-team All-Pro his first year with the Bears. What do you mean? And then he had injury problems here and there. Mac had been solid. Like, Khalil Mack ain't done what he did when he won Defensive Player of the Year, but Mac has been solid. Since he left the Raiders, he ain't do nothing. That's just blatantly incorrect. I think he went to 2 Pro Bowls with Chicago. He went to 3. He was a first-team All-Pro his first year, legitimately, and he came second in the Defensive Player of the Year awarding. So you can't say he didn't do anything. The next 2 years, he was a Pro Bowler with Chicago, and then as of late, he didn't do too much. And he went to the Pro Bowl. He's selected to the Pro Bowl this year. Rightfully, I can't necessarily say he earned it for the most part, but Mac had still been all right. It's not like he's been garbage now. Let's not make it seem like man's been doo-doo. Dan Rudy said top 10 QBs of the 70s and 80s. Okay. Of the 70s, Staubach, Tarkenton, Stabler, Staubach, Tarkenton, Stabler, Bradshaw, Tarkenton, Stabler, Bradshaw, Fouts, Oh, wait. We're going top 5. Oh, top 10. Oh, 70s and 80s combined. Okay, so if we're combining, okay, so Montana, Staubach, Elway, Marino, Tarkenton, Stabler, Dan Pastorini. Pastorini, that's a name that was escaping me. Because they went to the Super Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl with the Broncos, right? Pastorini was that quarterback. Dawson, did Dawson play majority of his career in the 70s or the 60s? Dawson, because I can't remember when the fuck his career cut off. Because I know Namath was better in the 60s than the 70s, so I can't use Namath. Fucking Thiesman. And then biggest wide receiver bust was Ray Caruth. Well, shit, he busted up in that woman and ultimately had that woman busted up to death. And then last one for the 70s and the 80s. I know I'm missing a quarterback in the 80s. Do I want to go Sims? I could go Sims. I feel like I'm missing somebody else. Yeah, I'll go Sims. No, Boomer or Sims? Boomer or Sims? I think I would still go Sims. Oh, wait, I'm bugging. Ken Anderson as well. Blackman was a bust. Yeah, Ken Anderson. Yeah, there we go. Mr. Steele. Wait, wife said I done missed. Oh, they said you put 2 on. Said your Giants got screwed, but hey, you love this stream, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Zai said, damn, Giants. Put 2 on it. Said, goddamn, Giants are getting sunned. .431 on the clock here. Giants are trailing 28 to 7. Giants have done virtually nothing. Not at one point did you feel as if the Giants were, in control of this game. It's never happened. Philly has been in control from the opening snap until now. So there is that. 1st and 10 here. Oh boy. Oh, they got a chance. That's a fumble. Oh boy, I think Philly got the football back. This could have turned the game around, but Philly got the football back. God damn. This could have turned the game around for New York, because if they got a touchdown here, now things could have messed around and turned around. Hell of a goddamn rush that they got here. Who was able to get home? Oh, great strip. Great strip. Wicked Heart said T.O. or Moss all time. I always take T.O. because Moss was naturally gifted. T.O. had to work for it. Granted, they're both, I'm not going to do the 2A2, but I'll have T.O. as the second greatest wide receiver of all time. I have T.O. number 2 because of what he was able to do. Because I think of when you look at the talent surrounded by both of those guys throughout their career, I think that Moss had better teams. And I think that Moss collectively had better quarterbacks than T.O. ever had. Now, granted, T.O. came in with Steve Young at the helm, right? He got the tail end of Steve Young. Jeff Garcia was pretty doggone solid. You had 2 years with McNabb. Then you had Romo. Then you had Fitzpatrick. And then you had Carson Palmer, right? But then you look at Moss. Moss came in. You had Cunningham in by far his best season. Cunningham. Then you had Culpepper. And I believe it was Kerry Collins who was the quarterback when he was over there. Then you had Tom Brady for 4 years, and then you ended up going to Favre, and then I think Kerry Collins again or Vince Young. Oh yes, come on Smith, get me some more yardage. That should put him in field goal range. Oh, that could set up a Jake Elliott field goal. I think that could set up a Jake Elliott field goal. And then that one time when he was Tennessee, San Francisco, Kaepernick, whatever that case may be. But I think I would take T.O. I would take T.O. And he was all around because he could block for you too. Moss wasn't really known for being a very good blocker. T.O. can block, and me personally, I'd take T.O. Oh my God, they're gonna punt. Yeah, they're gonna have to punt. Jesus, I'm not gonna get no field goals out of these motherfuckers. It is what it is. Oh wait, is this a fake? On 4th and 8? Why would you do this? Nah, there's no way they're going for this. They're just trying to draw them off sides. Stop it. You know you're punting. Nobody falling for this shit. You know you punting. Ain't no fucking way you're going to go for it. Yes, indeed. Rest in peace, Slick Goku. Damn Rudy said top 10 running backs from 99 to 2023. Wait, money. Oh, and... I would assume that you meant 1970s through the 1990s, the top 5 running backs between those periods of time. Emmitt Smith. Oh well, for one, if I had to put everybody together, from 99 to 2003, that's a tail end of Emmitt Smith, so I can't count him. So essentially, you have the top 10 running backs during that period of time: LaDainian Tomlinson, Marshall Faulk, LT, Marshall Faulk, Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry would be in that elk as well. Chris Johnson, Steven Jackson, Fred Taylor. I'm not going to count Charles. I'm not going to count anybody. I think Derrick Henry's the only one from this generation who I can put in there. Frank Gore, 99 to 2023. Gore, Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin. There's enough years of Curtis Martin being there. And then one last one, Sean Alexander. Sean Alexander. That'd be the oh, Jesus Christ, Marshawn Lynch. I can't not have Marshawn Lynch. So, and Edgerrin James as well. Son of a bitch. Okay, so from 99 to 2000. So, LT, Marshall Falk, Marshawn Lynch, Sean Alexander. Jesus Christ, you have Clinton Portis. You have fucking, you have Priest Holmes. You have, good Lord, Jamal Lewis, Steven Jackson, all them motherfuckers as well. Fred Taylor, son of a bitch. Golly, that's a different one. Okay, so they have that era. Jerome Bettis, 99 until 05. No, I would rather have Jerome Bettis earlier years. I wouldn't be able to include him in this because when we're going to just top 5 with just their career, if you played from like 2000 on, you have a benefit of having more of your career in there. Tiki Barber's up in there as well. Now, from 70 to 90, O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson, Franco Harris, John Riggins, Larry Zonka, Walter Payton, Jeez Louise, somebody's escaping me. Marcus Allen. To 90. No, I can't use Thurman Thomas. Roger Craig is 7. Roger Craig. In the 70s. Fucking a Tony Dorsett. No, I can't use Sayers because remember Sayers' injury happened in 71, so I can't use Sayers. Eric Dickerson, and then last slot. No, I said Riggins. No, I can't use Barry. Because it's 70 to 90. It's 70 to 90. There's another guy. Fucking A, there's another guy. It's escaping me. Craig. I said Craig. Earl Campbell. There we go. Earl Campbell. Thank you so much. Oh, it just popped into my mind. Earl Campbell. Son of a bitch. 33 seconds. I think that's my. No. We got one more play in the fourth quarter. We got one more play in the third quarter before we go to 4. Otis Anderson. No, I wouldn't go over Otis Anderson, Maurice. I wouldn't have him over Earl. Winter for 5-1 said this that guy is acting like Khalil Mack didn't go off his first game ever with the Bears. He got a strip sack and a pick 6 in the first half. Indeed, he did. Classic Man Q for 5-1 said you need 1 yard. You need 1 yard to score and win the game. Ray Lewis is 1-on-1. What running back am I picking? You're picking Herschel Walker. If I need 1 running back to get into the end zone 1-on-1 against Ray Lewis at the 1 yard line, fam. Earl Campbell. Give me Earl Campbell. Give me Earl Campbell. Give me. No, I wouldn't take Jerome Bettis. Earl Campbell would probably be number 1. Actually, believe it or not, Bo Jackson, I might have at number 1. Earl Campbell, Bo Jackson, Earl Campbell, Adrian Peterson in that order. Earl Campbell, Bo Jackson, Adrian Peterson in that order. And then followed by somebody like a Marshawn Lynch and a Mike Allstott. Those would be the people that I would have. And the reason why I say give me a Bo Jackson is because if Bo lines up 7 yards off, right, you turn around and hand it off to him. He gets that head of steam. one-on-one with Ray, oh, it's going to be a fucking collision. It's going to be a fucking collision. What? No, Walter would go over top. Now, he'd lower the shoulder, too. Eddie George and Ray, they got the best of each other, of course. But I would love to see it with Bojack. Turn me into motherfucking Monique. I would like to see it. No, the only reason why I wouldn't take Bettis is because it depends on which Bettis in particular, and Bettis might mess around and the bus might get a flat. So I listen. It's a hit and miss with Bettis. You never know, but it would be something. What about Christian Okoye? See, I was thinking about the Nigerian Nightmare, but I think I always loved All Star, so I'd probably go All Star. It is again ready for the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Giants are trailing by 3 scores, and now they can turn things around. Now, do we think that the Giants can still pull off a doggone miracle? Rude Boy said this man's memory is impeccable. He knows every Rumble. Pardon. There it is. Knows every Rumble winner, old ass football players, even the Krabby Patty secret sauce. I don't know about no Krabby Patty secret sauce, but I remember a lot of different things. Royal Rumble winner. I used to know everything. But I can't remember everything. If I remember first person to win was King Kong Bundy. No. It was Jim Duggan. Then it was King Kong Bundy. And then it was Hogan. I think it was Hogan. Who won in 90? I think it was Hogan. And then Hogan again. Flair. Yokozuna. Brett. Michaels. Big Stud. Yeah, it was Big John Studd. Not fucking it was Big John Studd, not King Kong Bundy. So it was, and I'm not gonna look at the chat. Doug. Oh shit! First and foremost, we gotta sound the doggone alarm because it's time for the fourth quarter, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, we have entered the final period. First off, Saquon's arm looked white as hell, bro. This brother done turned a Caucasian in the middle of this game. But he ran the whole man over and made somebody else miss. That man he made a Velcro. They was just detaching off his body. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have entered the final period of this here game. Can the Giants pull off a miraculous comeback with a larger, oh, Jesus Christ, fucking Richie James. Well, he already had the other reception, so it don't matter from this point. But can the Giants pull off a miraculous comeback, trailing 28-0? Can they come from behind, take their receipt to the sperm bank, and get their comeback? Or will the Philadelphia Eagles take the dead to make it into the funeral home and move on to the NFC Championship for the first time in 5 seasons? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the fourth. What up? It is about that doggone time. Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought I had turned off the goddamn effect. But whatever the case may be, ladies and gentlemen, we have now entered the fourth quarter. Now, let me go down the list with the Rumble winners. So, I know I'm going to fuck up on recent Rumble winners because I'll be forgetting these latest motherfuckers. Okay, so Duggan, Big John Studd, Hogan, Flair. Hogan won twice. So Hogan, Flair, Yokozuna, Brett, HBK, Austin, Vince McMahon, Rock, Austin, Triple H, Lesnar, Benoit, Batista, Mysterio, Undertaker, Cena, Orton, 2010, son of a bitch. 2010 was Sheamus. 11 was Del Rio. 13 was Cena. Wait, no. 10 was Edge. Edge came back. Edge was 2010. Edge came back. 2010 was Edge. 11 was Sheamus. 12 was Del Rio. 13 was Cena. 14 Batista. 15 Reigns. 16 Triple H, because he ended up winning the title. 17 was Rollins, 18 Nakamura. No. 17 was Orton? No. No. Yeah. 17 was Rollins. Oh, shit. Yes, 17 was Orton. Yes, 17 was Orton. 18 was Nakamura. 19 was Rollins, because I went to the one. 19 was Rollins. 20 McIntyre. 21. Shit. Who the fuck won in 21? 21. I'm stumped. It wasn't Lesnar. No, it was Lesnar. 21. No. 20. Was 22 Lesnar? No, 21. 21 was Lesnar. Fuck. No. Fucking, what's his name? He came back. Oh, another BK. Edge was 21 Edge, 22 Lesnar. Which one did I get wrong? I think I fucked up on Orton. I may have gotten Orton and Rollins, but I was able to get that right. Okay. I was able to figure that one out. Okay, flip 2011. Oh shit. Okay, so it was Del Rio and then Sheamus. That's where I got it wrong. 2012 was Sheamus, Del Rio was 11. Okay, yeah, I had it wrong there. Okay, that's where I was wrong. I had the right names, but it was just the other way. We got 3 BK commercials thus far. All in for 5 said, I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings, and the Burger King commercial came on, and the house saying, BK, have it your way. You rule. Nelson, pretend on it. Said, you got this idea in your head about a pro 8-man football league, perhaps, serving in cities too small for an NFL team, and giving college players more opportunity to play pro ball. What do I think? I like the idea, but who's funding it? Because remember, if you're going to pay people out of the pocket, you got to be prepared to not see a profit for several years until things turn around in your favor. See, that's the difficult thing about starting up sports league, because you're legitimately going to be facing a deficit for a little bit longer than a few years before you end up seeing a profit. So there is that. Kid Vicious, for 5 want to say, who do you think is the best and worst head coach from the Belichick coaching tree? Worst being Matt Patricia at head coach, and the best head coach from Belichick's coaching tree. The best from Belichick's coaching tree. Jesus Christ. Maybe no, I can't use Romeo Crennel. The best from Belichick's coaching tree. Can't use Weiss because he left the NFL. Was Pete Carroll under his I can't remember. Bill O'Brien won a couple of division championships. No, Vrabel wasn't underneath the coaching tree. He was just a player, so I can't use Vrabel. No, Saban. I don't think it's fair to use Saban because he's in a different. He went to a different. He's coaching in college, so I don't think it's fair to use Saban. That's why I don't want to use Saban. I want to use people who found success in the NFL. So that's why. And Vrabel didn't coach under him. He played. So since that was the case, is that. So I'll probably go O'Brien. I think I'd have to go O'Brien. Oh, wow. Yeah, 94 Rumble was fucking Brett and Luger. I completely forgot about Luger. So, yeah, I fucked up in 94. Thank you for pointing that out, rude boy. I fucked that one up. So there's that. Classic Me and Q for 5 said, need a sack to win the game. Who am I picking out of the 3? Reggie White, Alan Page, Mean Joe Green. Oh, Reggie White, without question, Reggie White. Now I don't even got to hesitate. Oh, boy, there is Jalen Hurts, picks up the first down. They moving the chains again. The Giants got to get these brothers off the field. I'm telling you right now, the Eagles are going to chew up as much clock necessary. Best believe this is going to be a situation where they're going to try to pick, obviously, you're going to go and try to pick up first downs, but they're going to run here methodically, and this is where Jalen Hurts becomes a problem because legitimately that play action is going to be in full swing here. If Philly wants to punch the Giants in the mouth, they could run a hard fucking play action on like a second down and drive these motherfuckers up a wall. Or they can mess around and surprise them and run it on a first down. Dan Rudy put 10 on it. Said top 10 kickers. Top 10 kickers and top 5 punters ever. Good Lord. That's a question. Morton Anderson, Gary Anderson, Morton Anderson, Gary Anderson, Justin Tucker, Adam Vinatieri, David Akers, Robbie Gould, Jason Elam, Matt Prater. Sebastian Janikowski with his big ass fucking leg. I don't know how many people I done named. Those are all very solid kickers. Did I name say? Yeah, I said. Oh, Phil Dawson. Phil Dawson. And then if I had one more other person, no, I said Elam. If I had one other person, no, I said Sanders. One more. I would need one more kicker. Mark Mosley, because he's got a fucking MVP. And then punters, Ray Guy, Shane Leckler. Ray Guy, Shane Leckler, Johnny Hecker, Rutherford. If I needed one more, two more. No, did I say Hansen? I think I said Hansen. Did I say Jason Hansen? I think I said Hansen. Lamar and Chromatica, you better stop it. Let me tear my ACL after celebrating. Ray Guy, Hecker, Leckler, Brandt, perhaps. He was a punter back in the day. Leckler. Yeah, I'd have to think back for those other two. McAfee, no, I wouldn't have McAfee in the top 5 all time. I mean, he's electric for somebody who you really enjoyed watching, but I wouldn't have him in the top 5. Nelson, put 5 on it. Said thoughts on high school players who commit to academic schools, Stanford, Duke, Harvard, or the service academics over powerhouse schools. Well, for one, then you would see that they're prioritizing their education as number one. But certain, like for example, Stanford can get you in the NFL if you're a standout. And then now, as for Duke, Harvard, things of that nature, you've got to be, exceptional player in college, mess around and get there. But if you're in a situation like that, you're doing it more for your education than you are for your athletics. So I think there's that. But I have no issue with it because ultimately you got to do what works for you. My man from Down Under said, "Hey, Big Uso, do I think Black Adam, aka Brown Dwayne, will make a return to face Roman Reigns? Not now. Also, my favorite Rock catchphrase: if you smell." No, it actually would have to be, "It doesn't matter." That was always my doggone favorite. Absolutely love that. Nelson put 5 on us. Thoughts on? Oh yeah, I just read that one. But yeah, Richard Sherman came from Stanford. Christian McCaffrey came from Stanford. There was a tight end who came from Stanford too. I forget. But yeah, if you go to any school, you can be determined. I said determined. You could be discovered wherever the hell it is that you go. But oh Lord, well there it is on the play action. Ah boy, just missed AJ Brown. Just missed AJ Brown. Just missed A.J. Brown. They tried to run that doggone play action. Oh, wow. He could have hit Devontae Smith. He just wanted to go for it all. Yeah, Andrew Luck, yes. Andrew Luck went to Stafford as well. I said Stafford. Went to Stanford as well. So you can be found anywhere. Fitzmagic went to Harvard. Cameron Brate went to Hartford. I said Hartford. Harvard. I went to Oxford University. 3rd and 12. Here for the Eagles. Now they're going to have to pass it. I wonder what they're going to do. Hand off to Gainwell. Oh, my God. Did they just pick up what a hit. And he stays up and picks up the first down. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous, bro. The fucking Giants can't get these motherfuckers on the ground. Hey, this game's done. The game's done unless they get a fumble or some shit. This is craziness. This is ridiculous. What are the Giants doing? Fan, that big-ass motherfucker ain't even blocked nobody. He just ran in front of people. Yo, nah. Who was that dude? Who's that fat guy who was right there? Williams? Is it Williams? No, it's Lawrence. Lawrence came over late. This motherfucker pushing a helmet. If you don't get your big ass low. Oh, yeah, Gainwell's about to score this touchdown. There's no way they about to give the ball to freaking fly booby Miles Sanders. I need Miles Sanders to score a touchdown here. That'd be perfect. They just keep picking up first down and chewing up clock. Damn, Rudy Patuan said, my Hall of Fame top 10 dirtiest players. Good Lord. What is going on? What are these questions, brother? Bill Romanowski and Dominican Sue. Bill Romanowski and Dominican Sue. Good Lord. What is going on? Fuck was his name? How am I forgetting this? Rodney Harrison. Albert Hainsworth. There it is, Devontae Smith. I need some more yardage, Devontae Smith. Oh, I think that should lock Devontae Smith for me. Indeed, it does. Thank you. That gets me 67 yards with Devontae Smith. That locks up Devontae Smith. Magnificent. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you son of a bitch. Wait, no, I think that actually, I already had Devontae locked. I can't remember. Oh, I think that might have erased it. Son of a bitch. That just erased it for Devontae. I need Devontae Smith. So I can at least get a variation of $100 because if Devontae Smith can lock this up for me, Daniel Jones don't have enough time. Jalen Hurts, he'll obviously have less yards, so that'll work for me. And then Darius Slayton has done nothing all day. So if Devontae Smith can get me the yardage, I can at least get a variation. I should get like $25 off of this. If Devontae Smith can get me where he needs to go. Come on now, Devontae Smith. Help me out. Help me out. Yeah, I think I'm going to take an L on all my other parlays. But if Devontae Smith can get me where I got to go. Oh, Lord, I need Devontae Smith to help me secure something. I need Devontae Smith to help me secure something. Today could be a 2W day for me. I could at least get $25. Shit. 5:32 on the clock here. Giants are minutes away from being eliminated. Peyton said the Giants might not get back on the field. The way it's looking, shit, they might not. Gerald put the two whole Miami Hurricanes team versus FIU. Well, shit. Give me the Hurricanes. I don't give a fuck. Zeno put 1 on it. Much love. Frilly to Willie put 5 on it. Say, hey, Chiseled. What are your thoughts on Matt Canada returning? My old man is pissed. I'm not very happy about it, but I'm also not very sad because I think there needs to be a bit of stability because I don't want Kenny Pickett to be one of those people where constantly you have to, evolve into a different sort of offense. Give him 2 years in the system, see where things go. He closed out the year, 7-2. He turned things around from turning the football over early in his first few games. So I'm curious to see where things go, but I would just hope that they continue to throw the football vertically down the field. If they take shots, then I feel confident about the offense. I just don't want it to be so predictable. That's my only problem. Luffy put 5 on it. Said, am I going to do content on Dana White's power slap? Oh, I talked about this a little bit earlier. Also, we didn't boys all the way to the Super Bowl. Now, for Dana White's power slap, I downloaded the episode or whatever the case was. I downloaded the thing. I tried to upload it on YouTube. I didn't record any commentary. Immediately, it was like, yo, I passed the copyright, no problem, and then it got blocked. I didn't upload it, but I have it as a draft, and it got blocked. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to record a commentary next week, and I'm going to see if I could post it on YouTube. If I could post it on YouTube, then, hey, we could do Dana White's power slap, episode by episode. But if they give me issues with uploading it, then it's probably going to have to mess around and just become a Patreon exclusive. So there is that. But I do have the whole first episode downloaded, so there's that. Oh, by the way, if you guys aren't on Patreon, World Cup final commentary went out today. I know it's very late, but of course it's been a little bit difficult to try because it's a final game, so I want to get the full highlights. I couldn't download the full game anywhere. Legitimately could not download the full game anywhere. Brutal. And when I talk about the full game, not just the first 90 minutes, because I was able to find the first 90 minutes, the full 90 minutes, but the extra time, it was difficult for me to find the whole goddamn thing. So I'm like, God damn it, I got to do what I got to do. So it's finally out. So it's up on Patreon. Gerald Patuan said, was talking about dirty players. Yeah, dirty players. Oh, wait, the whole Miami Hurricanes versus FIU with the dirty players? Good Lord. Well, I'm not too familiar with FIU, but Miami got some people. Godly. Kiara Pateno said top 10 NFL rivalries of the 2000s was, for one, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Giants, Eagles, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Giants, Eagles, Packers, Bears, Patriots, Colts, of the 2000s. Patriots, Colts, of the 2000s. Of the 2000s. I'm thinking bad blood. Ravens, Titans. That's 5. That's 5. Of the 2000s. And that's the decade between 2000 and 2009. That's a 5. If I had 5 more squads. Good Lord. In the 2000s. Packers, Buccaneers. Oh, boy, what's Hurts going to do here? Back of the end zone. Oh, pass was nearly intercepted there. Yep, they're going to kick a field goal. He was trying to find Devontae Smith to help me out. Well, son of a bitch. I could have used the reception from Devontae Smith. Nah, it's clipped. Falcons with Vic. Oh, shit. That's tough. Luffy Patuan said, do a commentary on Dana slap on his wife, too. Hell, I might have to do that. Gerald Patuan said they had a brawl at the Orange Bowl. Really? Oh, good Lord in heaven. Caveman Al said, Patuan said 95 Huskers or 01 Canes. Who is better? Oh, by what? 01 Canes is the greatest college football team of all time. Did this man just miss? Oh, no, he put it through the uprights and good. Now, it'd be great if Philadelphia could mess around and scheme their way into getting another field goal. That would be magnificent. If Philadelphia can get a field goal, that would be magnificent. I didn't expect Jake Elliott to mess around and get a field goal made, so who knows? But I just don't see. I don't see something else happening. Nelson Pateno said, why is it in certain sports, lacrosse, hockey, soccer, there are comparatively fewer African Americans than in basketball or football? What would it take to encourage higher participation? Well, for one, and I remember there were a lot of people who were talking about, like, socially and with different sort of, like, there's certain sort of sports that is a class kind of thing. For example, hockey, golf, tennis, those sort of things. It's like a class kind of situation that exists over there. And don't get me wrong, basketball, football is heavily pushed in the community. So with that being the case, I think it's also on the parents, relocate, find different sort of places. But those type of sports, they take money. But I think parents need to recognize you got to put your children in much more sports. Let's just keep it a buck. In the black community, oftentimes it's banking on football, basketball, that's it. Football, basketball, sometimes if you're lucky, you'll get somebody in track and field, but that's more primarily, in certain sort of areas. It's more of a class sort of situation. On top of that, equipment costs, things of that nature. Hell, even in baseball, it's not what it used to be. Lacrosse, complete class sort of situation. So I think what will have to happen is you need more, the people who are prominent in those sports that happen to be black, you got to have more, like, charismatic kind of individuals to now entice the children to want to get into that kind of sport. And then on the parents, you have to be willing to put your children in different sort of things. So if you want to sacrifice your dollar, you got to put your kids into different sort of stuff. Predator says swimming for obvious reasons. Hey, fun fact, I lost my doggone membership to my pool to swim. I had to go and get another one because I can't, for the life of me, I can't find my card. And it's funny, I had to pay $5 to get another one, so it's not a problem. But I don't know where the hell I misplaced it, and I never really misplaced my things, so I'm very sick about that. So I lost out on $5. But it's on the parents to put their children in much more things. Like, you have to willfully put your children in different sort of stuff. Like, piece of me, after I went back to my high school and watched a wrestling practice, I should have fucking wrestled. I really should have fucking wrestled. I don't understand why I never did. All I did, and I was always, when I was a kid, I wanted to play all of the sports when I made it to high school. I should have fucking been like a 3-4 sport athlete, bro. I'm so sick. I didn't play basketball in high school. I fucking should have. I should have wrestled in high school. I fucking didn't. I'm pissed off that I didn't. I should have probably, outside of just playing football all 4 years, I should have tried a different sport every single fucking time. Like, I don't understand why I didn't. That's one of my regrets that I have. I should have fucking wrestled. But it is what it is. Who knows? I may mess around and go. I spoke with Joe of Battle Club Pro, and he was like, hey, man, pass by the school anytime or whatever. I'm like, fam, say less. Who knows? If all things considered, why not have a wrestling match? Wouldn't that be something? Chiseled Adonis wrestling match, debut and retirement. Well, they got to console AJ Brown. The fuck wrong with him? I don't understand. You up 31-7. What the fuck AJ Brown mad about? Because he didn't score the touchdown? I'm confused. What is AJ Brown upset about? Jay said, what would be my finishing move? It would have to be a running finisher because I need to have a finisher that I can hit on anybody. So I can't use Brian's running knee. And obviously, I'm not big enough to have a crazy big boot. I can't Claymore nobody because that's fucking, McIntyre's finish. I can't run and hit somebody with a bull hammer because that's Wade Barrett. Clothesline doesn't work because I don't have the big fucking enticing sort of, move. So I would have to either have a submission or some sort of running sort of finisher. So essentially, I think if I can incorporate some sort of, oh my God, Richie James was wide open for a touchdown and Danny Dimes missed him. Danny Dimes completely missed him. That's a fucking touchdown and he completely missed him. That one's going to hurt. But, maybe if I can get a discus elbow, maybe that can be a fucking finish. Discus elbow maybe can be a fucking finish. Kim said sleeper hold. 5 minutes left to go in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Patuon said, do the Giants extend Daniel Jones? I think he's earned it this season. Oh, boy, Danny Dimes, turn around. He's stripped from behind. Ball on the ground, recovered by the Giants, and now they're inside the 20. Obviously, you probably got to go for it because why would you punt at this particular point? Hell, the game is over already. You might as well just fucking go for it. Keep the offense on the field. I'm not going to get that Saquon touchdown. Finally, Robert Quinn makes a play in an Eagles uniform. Good Lord. Oh, no, that was Sweat. I thought that was Quinn. My bad. That's fucking Sweat. I thought it was Quinn because I'm so used to the fucking 90 number. There's Danny Dimes. He's got his man. Oh, fuck. It's a first down. Come on. What the hell? I need a turnover on downs so I can see a Philadelphia field goal. The more time that comes off the clock now, Philly won't have to settle for a field goal. Fuck. Come on. I needed a turnover on downs. I could have at least got a field goal. Now, New York is probably going to take the ball down to the 2-minute warning, and the goddamn Eagles going to run out the clock. The Giants have screwed me again. Strip sack, strip sack, strip sack, strip sack. All right, it's a sack. Hurry to the line, Giants. Hurry to the line. I need Philly to get the football back with 3 minutes. If they get the football back with 3 minutes, I could at least see a motherfucking field goal. Come on now. Jack Smallwood said he's heading out. Hey, man, have yourself a good night. Nelson put 5 on it. Said, thank you for answering all my questions. Happy Chinese New Year to you. Hey, man, happy Chinese New Year to you as well. Jimmy said, Nancy said, no today. Chisel, oh, Lord in heaven, if they pick up a first down. Great, great, great. All right. Down goes Bellinger. Let's hustle, hustle, hustle. Third down, hustle, hustle, hustle. Hustle to the line, New York. Hustle to the line. Come on now. Oh, my God. If they get past the 2-minute warning, they could at least do that. Come on now. At least get them to the 4th down before the 2-minute warning. Oh, my God. Come on. Come on. Stop them. Stop them. Stop them. No first down. No first down. No first. Ah, yeah, it's broken up. Woo! All right. All right. They're going to go for it on 4th. I need a turnover on downs. I need a turnover on downs. Turnover on downs. Turnover on downs. Can we get a turnover on downs? And a field goal to Jake Elliott. 4th and 8. Turnover on downs. Turnover on downs. Turnover on downs. I'm going to be so sick if they get the goddamn ball back and then they don't kick a field goal. All right. Pass nearly intercepted. Okay, now I just need no first downs from Philly. Now I just need no first downs from Philly. All right, so what can I get on my parlays? This one is insured at least. I don't get Jalen Hurts locked, but it's insured, so I can at least, I would just need everybody else to hit tomorrow, right? So this will be carrying into tomorrow. Damn, this one right here just busted because of Jalen Hurts not having a great game like that. So this one is busted. No 90 for me. It's clipped on that one. This one here, it is clipped for this one as well because Daniel Jones will have screwed me. And also, it depends on Elliott, but Daniel Jones will have screwed me, so it's clipped for this one as well. No 50. But I knew that one was going to be over. Miles Sanders, Saquon Barkley. Yeah, this one is clipped as well. This one doesn't stand a fucking chance. So the only thing that'll get a lock is on Hurts. This one doesn't stand a chance. That's an L. And this is the last one. And that goddamn offensive penalty cost me with Devontae Smith. So that callback for Devontae Smith cost me. So now I need Jake Elliott to make a field goal, and I'll have a chance. I need Elliott to kick a field goal, and that's my only chance. I need Elliott to kick a field goal. That's my only chance. With all of the damn starters out of this game, hopefully they have to settle for a field goal here. No first downs. No first downs. No first downs. All right, 3rd and short. Take it to the 2-minute warning. We need a stop. Stop them Giants. So they got to kick a field goal with Jake Elliott. Come on now. Come on now. Field goal with Jake Elliott. I'll at least get 25 Dura. I got a W for 100 earlier today. As you can see here, $100 earlier today on the earlier game between Jacksonville and Kansas City. They got me $100. So I was able to get 100 there earlier with Jacksonville and Kansas City. They was able to get me 100. Can today be 125 Dura a day? That would be magnificent. I need a field goal here from Jake Elliott. I'm gonna be so pissed off if they get a first down. I'm gonna be fucking sick. Let me at least get 25 Dura here. 3rd and 4. Come on now. Oh, Lord. Ooh, baby, a triple. KT Chris said, I missed your earlier chat. Did I? I thought I got everybody. KT Chris said, I missed his earlier chat. Did I do not see it. That's one I don't see. You said you got the Bills Mafia tomorrow. Do it for DeMar Hamlin. I did see that. Oh, you said this dude. You was really asking for me to see what's going on. Oh my God! No! He got son of a bitch. This motherfucker scored. Oh, you goddamn asshole! No money for me. Fucking Gainwell. You goddamn asshole. Oh my God! 25 Dura taken out of my pocket. Oh, they scored. Oh, come on. Oh, what the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Wait, KT Chris, you asked for my prediction, fam. You be in the streams when I give my predictions. Just go check out the stream from 2 days ago. I already said what my predictions are. But if you want to know again, I have Buffalo winning, and I also have the 49ers winning. Oh, God damn it. Fucking A. It cost me money. You owe me money. You have to give me back my money. Honcho put 5 on and said, I want them boys, but I think we getting the 49ers for an evenly matched NFC Championship game. Good Lord. Fucking Gainwell. This man just had to go and score a goddamn touchdown. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You got to be kidding me. Jamal said, am I watching this necrophilia or not at all? I'm watching Madden right now. Oh, as the necrophilia challenge continues, as the Giants are getting fucked sideways, no Vaseline, with blood as lubricant, up the poop chute. They're getting destroyed. They're getting destroyed. And it's nothing but sunny days. Everybody loves them. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? Storms will come. This we know for sure. This we know for sure. Can you stand the rain? Why not take it out of the end zone? It's your last couple of snaps for the remainder of this season. There is no way for me to get a W on any of my parlays because the next time the Eagles get the football, all they have to do is knee out the clock. This man just cost me $25. You just cost me $25. Oh, I'm sick. I am sick. And Miles Sanders did not hit. Oh, what are the chances? What are the chances? Oh, Daniel Jones didn't want to run the football. The Giants' only touchdown came from Matt Breida instead of Saquon Barkley. I am not having a good time. Oh, what the hell? I could have had a little bit of money, but it does not work out in my favor. It's bullshit. This is bullshit, bro. It's fucking bullshit. I only got a W from earlier. What game am I going live for tomorrow? Fun fact, I'm going to try to go live for both. I think the only game that I wasn't gonna go live for was Kansas City and Jacksonville because I initially was going to record the commentary as I go, but I'll just do everything tomorrow. Luckily enough, tomorrow's first game starts at 3, so I should be able to get both of the commentaries done. What I'm going to do at the conclusion of tonight is, for one, download, the Chiefs game, cut that sumbitch up before I go to sleep, and then once I wake up, immediately go and record that, and that'll be great. Oh, wow, pass over to Richie James, and he's absolutely blown up, but it is a first down. I don't know why the fuck this man is celebrating. They could still hurry to the line and go. Well, good job. Great hit. And they're on to the goddamn NFC Championship. That's a big hit right there. Final snap coming right now. If they get a completion, of course. If it's incomplete, then this game is done. Pass over the middle, and there it is. Game done. Ooh, people was getting lined left and right, but that's the end of this game right here. 1st and 10 does not matter. The Philadelphia Eagles will host the NFC Championship game next week. And wait, what the fuck? Did they throw a flag? Oh, that dude had to leave due to, good Lord, people getting rocked left and right. What is happening? They said man's got to get substituted. Last play of the game. Look at the referees still keeping up. They got 10 straight home wins against the Giants. That is wild, bro. Mark Patuon said this was the same score against Minnesota 5 years ago. Yup, but that was in the NFC Championship. Nick Bosa versus a black QB. Who you have winning? Oh, Lord in heaven. That's brutal. All I know is all you're going to be hearing is Nick Bosa screaming, "Make America great again. Make America great again." Now, here we go. There's a handoff. And there it is, the final snap of this game for the New York Football Giants. Their season is over. And for the Philadelphia Eagles, they are walking away with a W. This man, Jalen Hurts, going to keep the goddamn cape on when heading out to the doggone field. Hell of a doggone game from the Philadelphia Eagles. Utter domination as they're on to the NFC Championship, and home goes the New York Giants and Brian Dable. They are headed home. It's all over for them. Kyle Patuon said, sent me some money on the Cash App. Done sent 40 on the Cash App. Much love. Giovanni done said, would I do the brawl of 2006 between Miami and FIU? Well, Giovanni, we shall see. Perhaps. Maybe. And it is time. Oh, good Lord. I got a fucking urine like a motherfucker. So let's get up out of here the right way. So, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, we seen the New York Giants get absolutely decimated in a game of nothing but necrophilia. Is this John Wick? It is John Wick. But one way or another, is that Joe Burrow? That motherfucker looked like Joe Burrow. What actor is that? Golly, somebody's getting killed. What is these noises coming from? But the New York Giants got absolutely decimated here tonight as the Philadelphia Eagles told them to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the L train. Because their life points dropped all the way down to 0. But as we already know, they go somewhere different. Because they've arrived at Elimination Station for their failures of taking down their fellow NFC East rivals. Their failures of not getting embarrassed on prime time to close out a Saturday night. Their failures of Danny Dimes doing what he did last week and getting a playoff W. Consider their names written down the death note because their dreams of advancing to the NFC Championship for the first time since 2011. Their dreams of slowing up Jalen Hurts and showcasing the Philly season to be nothing more than a bust. Their dreams of going to the Super Bowl for the 6th time in franchise history. Their dreams of hoisting up the Lombardi for a 5th time has been absolutely deleted. Because the Giants was getting ass fucked on the field and they was on the ground like,
what's wrong, okay? When I came down, I'm trying to make you understand what I'm saying.
Because they shit the bed like, all day like, got fucked like, let it rip like, straight all day. They stepped out here prime time, shat the bed like, because today to the Giants we say,
You lose.
I said,
You lose.
once more,
You lose.
don't forget,
You lose.
don't get it twisted,
You lose.
without question,
You lose.
absolute certainty,
You lose.
because your quest of a Lombardi championship was nothing but a
Failure.
I said your quest for a championship was nothing but a
Failure.
Your NFC championship hopes was nothing but a
Failure.
Divisional win in the playoffs was nothing but a
Failure.
'Cause tonight, what is on the dinner plate for the New York Giants?
Fresh hot ales, 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 fresh hot ales.
Montez put 10 on it on the Cash App, but still here tonight to the New York Giants. Don't you ever forget.
It's over. You lose.
It's over.
It's over. You lose.
It's over.
It's over. You lose.
And take a look at the Giants' eyes. Take a look at the Giants' eyes.
It's over. You lose.
Look at those tears. Look at those tears. That's the New York Giants right there. Look at those tears. Crying like some baby back bitches because tonight,
It's over. You lose.
and it's a party in Philadelphia. They dancing, hitting the gritty, going back and forth like a happy nose pass. Hit the music.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. It's all over for the New York Giants. Maurice Baton said, Michael Strahan punching the air right now. You're goddamn right he is. They got torch. Honcho Patenon said, in 3 meetings, the Eagles have outscored the Giants 108-44. Necrophilia continues. The only Urix put 5 on it. Said, sing it with me. BK, have it your way. You lose. As the New York Giants took a huge L here today. They are not doing good right now. They got motherfucking torched. And they are headed home. Philadelphia is on to the NFC Championship. Congratulations. Both number 1 overall seeds are headed to their respective championship games. And if you guys haven't already known, I have been your host, founder, and chairman of Hold My Nuggets Incorporated, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, here in Hold My Nuggets Incorporated, where we saw the Philadelphia Eagles absolutely destroy the New York Giants. And all day, it just felt like the Giants was getting jumped. Like,
Fight back, nigga.
And to them, we say,
What's wrong? Where's your strength? Where is your pride?
They got cooked. Where's your pride? They got absolutely cooked, destroyed. In fact, you need to call the authorities after an ass whipping like this.
We are the police. We are the police. The police of Haiti. The police of Haiti.
It's bad. They got cooked. Absolutely destroyed out there. And I know they feeling nothing but pain. The only thing that can make the Giants feel better is the... But it ain't gonna work. Because tonight, the Giants season will...
You will rest in peace.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake? Teach a man how to squabble.
Teach them how to squabble. Teach them how to squabble. Tomorrow, I'll see you guys live. God willing, we will be up on Hot Mic as well. But one way or another, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys tuning into the Doggone Stream. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs on advancing to the championship games. Tomorrow, Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals, San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys is going to be a goddamn movie. Make sure you're here locked in. Eddie, take us out. Y'all have yourselves a good night.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.